concealment and an adept at disguise.
With years is when he's seeking past the husband wants to lie.
He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the unbelievable champion of adventure and passion, and he sings his song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. The wrinkled card is looking so as trees are up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they don't hear at the time. So let your rocks propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.
And whatever he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I played it fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he wasn't warm, and she carried him to the nearest inn, but she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell him all correctly, and she married him that night. So that all they have, the only up the songs about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters following here at the side. So lift your voice, chorus and toast to these broken friends of mine.
Now hear ye, all you rascals, with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes won't be high.
Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise.
With years is when he's seeking past the husband wants to lie.
He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the unbelievable champion of adventure and passion, and he sings his song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. The wrinkled card is looking so as trees are up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they don't hear at the time. So let your rocks propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.
And whatever he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I played it fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he wasn't warm, and she carried him to the nearest inn, but she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell him all correctly, and she married him that night. So that all they have, the only up the songs about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters following here at the side. So lift your voice, chorus and toast to these broken friends of mine.
Hello? Hello there, fella.
Oh, we're live! We couldn't see! There was no thing. Hello! Welcome to High Rollers. I am a beardless and quite sick dungeon master, Mark Sherlock Holmes.
Too much boozing.
It was too much boozing, too much puzzles.
Where's your beard, Mark?
Oh, I've got no beard!
He's
Oh.
a baby!
He's lost
He
his
doesn't
powers.
like terps anymore. Yeah, I've lost my DM powers now. It's, no, the source of all of my strength.
You will now roll only ones.
Probably, yeah. So, thank you very much for joining us here on High Rollers. A couple of quick things before we get started.
Quick, he said.
Quick, he says. So, for those of you who don't know, Kim and I recorded with the official Wizards D&D podcast.
Official.
People that make D&D.
People that make D&D. We recorded a podcast with them a couple of weeks. It was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I can't remember.
This week. It was this week.
Was it this week?
It was literally Tuesday.
It's been a long week. It's been a very long week.
7 days, Mark.
Yeah, that's it. So that's how long it is. Well done. Points. As far as we know, that episode with me and Kim is going to be released on the 28th of April, but that's a rough date. We will obviously post on the @High Rollers D&D Twitter and stuff like that when it comes out. But that's for that. The quick other thing, you will be at Insomnia Scotland, so I'm
Correct, sir!
I'm pointing at your really racist
Hey.
Insomnia ad.
It's not racist.
29.
Scottish, not
Very.
You say Scottish people aren't people?
29th to the 2nd, Insomnia Scotland in Edinburgh.
From the 30th.
You live with a Scottish person, stop it.
I can get away with it because I'm a dungeon master.
No.
So if you're going to that, come and see Trot and Katie because they'll be there, along with Terps and Ross, but who really cares about them? No, nobody does. Especially
care.
Terps, nobody really cares. So the other stuff is I have a lovely note because somebody sent us some amazing minis that Trot is going to show you. So they sent this in the post.
We have the map cam.
Map cam.
Oh shit, I'm right in front of Mark.
There we go.
Map cam.
Is that going to work? There we go. So, hey guys, really enjoying High Rollers. It makes for great listening viewing when I'm painting minis or watching a video or waiting for a video to render. I'm a 3.5 veteran myself, but since watching the stream, I've gotten the Gold 3 books of 5th edition, and I've also got Into the Abyss and Sword Coast Adventurers Guide on the way. The pack includes a handful of models that I painted for
That
fun.
was awesome.
Yeah, they're really well painted. That I painted for fun and wanted to send your way, plus 2 others that I decided to add once I finished the others ahead of schedule. And this is from Jacob A. Carmine, or @J.A. Carmine. And a side note for Trell, why follow Lolth when Elistrace, or I can never pronounce his name, Elistray can offer you so much more? You don't know who that is?
I don't know.
No,
I really don't.
Elistray is kind of like the good drow goddess, and
Okay.
then Lolth's the evil drow goddess.
Chris,
Okay.
stop swearing at the camera.
You're swearing? Yeah, so those were sent by Jacob. Thank you very much
There's
for those.
more.
There's loads more,
There's
but we
loads.
just confirmed that they are really well painted. I'm definitely going to use them. There's a couple which they've actually given me some cool ideas for as well, so thank you very much, Jacob.
Nagas.
Nagas? Nagas are meh. Medusas, though. That's what it's all about. And then last quick thing from me, on the 24th we have no
Trying to hit the
Trot,
button.
so we will have a guest. Who that guest is, I've not decided. It's probably going to be Cavcast. But yeah, so on the 24th...
And he's in chat going, what?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to turn this monitor off and
Too
it's
short!
too far
Do you want
away.
me to do it?
Right,
No, you're
next
short
thing.
me.
So Katie and Matt are currently signing books that we're doing for the giveaways. So we have picked a winner. We've contacted winner for the stream and Twitter. I still need to contact the winner for Reddit. I just haven't had time. So I'm sick today and everything else. But I will contact the winner on Reddit, and you all know we are signing it now. So those books
It's
are
legit.
around.
Legit. Screen signing.
You want to talk about
Yes!
Dice Camera Action?
So, there is a stream called Dice Camera Action, which is ran by Wizards of the Coast, the official guys, and the best DM potentially in the whole wide world.
Definitely.
It's up there.
Definitely top 2.
Chris Perkins.
Chris motherfucking Perkins.
Had a little chat with him on
I'm so
Skype.
jealous that you got to speak to him. But you were late to the
We're
meeting.
pretty much like this now.
Yeah, but you were late to
I
the
was
meeting.
half an hour late, yeah.
Chris
I thought that was yours then for a second.
Either way.
want me to
Mark's there
sign
like
on
30
the-
minutes early, like, just and refresh.
Either way, Tuesday, technically it's Wednesday, but it's Tuesday at midnight in the UK time. I will be live on twitch.tv/ WOTC_DND.
Yeah.
Follow Wizards on
We'll
Twitter.
tweet it on
We'll
the
tweet it
Rollers
as well.
yeah.
It's 4 till 6 PST in America, Pacific Standard. That's normal for them. I'll be there for like one spot for 2 hours as a different character. So be interested.
It's really cool, actually. Like Chris gave you a really cool idea for what to play, and it's kind
It
of involved
sounds
in.
really
I'll keep it a
Yeah,
secret.
yeah. We don't want to spoil too much
Yeah.
Because it's
it's
part
very,
of
very cool.
part of the world they're in. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it should be interesting, and that's with Pro Jared, Holly Conrad, and some other guys.
I know her first name's Anna, but I can never remember the second half of her name. I can't remember.
Bob.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, hopefully maybe some more of us will pop up as guests on that stream later on
Yeah,
as well.
that'd be cool.
We're going to see how it all goes.
It's a nice tie-in. It's
Right.
nice to work with other people.
Anything else? Anything I've forgotten? Anybody want to talk about anything? I've got to pass these over, do I?
Yeah. And
And a pen, please.
Give me.
sign.
Sign those. Anything else? Anything for any more? Anything for any more?
No.
No? Anything
No.
you want to talk about? Any exciting stuff on your channel happening, Kim? No, never.
It's all dull.
You've
Pretty
got,
much.
you've got something starting tomorrow.
Do I? Because I've changed the schedule
No, have
so
you?
much.
No,
I
I
like
can't
how
remember.
Matt's the only one that knows.
I've
Well,
changed the
last
schedule so much.
Matt,
I can't
does Kim
remember
have
what's
anything
out.
exciting coming out on her
Yeah,
channel?
he does, and you're involved, Mark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that. It's
It's
that.
that.
Oh, the Pokemon!
Pokemon, yes.
The Pokemon trading card game that we've been playing for a while now is finally coming out on my channel tomorrow. We've been moving the schedule so much because Matt keeps screwing up the edit. So.
Pokemon!
So yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. It's gonna be
Excellent.
great. It's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be
It is.
storyline. There's dressing up. Trot's joining me for one. Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be great.
She's got a little costume for me.
And I'm dressing him up. It's great.
You've dressed me up already.
And I've dressed.
Twice.
Yep, twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
Hence this. But also because I kind of
blame
wanted.
that on
No,
me.
I also kind of wanted to do this.
Bullshit. She wants to dress up.
Right. So, Steve, if you want to cue up our High Rollers intro for the music you're working on, which you may be able to purchase very soon. We're just sorting out some
Oh, wow.
details, yeah. So, but we can't talk
can't I
about it
just
too much
torrent
because it's
it?
still. No,
torrent
because we need to
Steve.
support our lovely Steve,
He'd probably just give it to
the
you.
guy who's working on
Who?
all of it. Shut up.
The guy who wrote a haiku this week, reveling in the fact that Juto died.
Really?
Because
So,
Nick
a minute.
torrent it.
Steve's haiku is the top most upvoted one on the Reddit competition thread. I did tell Steve he can't win, so just
He's like,
so
oh, I know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to write one anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So GG on that one, Steve. But yeah, all right. Well, let's get started. So as a quick recap for last week, those of you who are joining us who missed out, the party have been travelling several days now. They've done a few bits and bobs here. Some people have died. Some people have been brought back to life. They've fought various enemies. What?
Huh?
Yeah.
Karen.
And so they've done that. And last week, the party were interrogating a man called Dmitriev for his involvement with a group called the Broken Sky, who seemed to be a group hell-bent on bringing down the Dawn Republic and messing with Korak, the Dragonborn champion of Talis Val, and generally have been stirring up some trouble for the various cities and towns all over the country. They interrogated Dmitriev and learned quite a lot of information. The Broken Sky seemed to...
Oh, take it out.
like your Twitter picture was glorious, by the way.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
I'm not touching anything.
no,
for
don't.
years For the rest
Leeching.
of the fucking week.
So the Broken Sky, what Dmitriev told the party was that they seem to report. Well, there seems to be a couple of names going around: Varesh, Riss, but they seem to all report to a leader who is kind
Druid.
Ania.
of
Denin.
Druid.
Denin.
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 Yep, that's the
Not
name.
Druin.
But-
Denin.
One name, yes, a woman called Felania, who is sometimes referred to as the princess, seems to be somewhat involved in the leadership of this. Dmitriev is very scared of them, and in fact, when he attempted to announce the name of their leader, his tattoo glowed with magic and attempted to electrocute him to death. He was saved by Laura, and that was that. Later on in the night, a pair of harpies attempted to come and kill Dmitriev, succeeding in knocking Trell down on his bum once again. And the party managed to fight them off. But Juto left one alive with the message that she wanted to meet with Riss, one of their leaders, and let it escape. The following morning, they met up at the agreed location where Juto told them to meet, where they found the body of a drow woman, Vixanis Kell, who they met in the village of Tallfield, who had her neck cut open and was left there.
You don't have to go into detail.
I do. And was left for the party to find with a note that read, "This is what happens to people who ask too many questions," with an R sign at the bottom.
No.
That's not what she looks like. I have her maybe somewhere. But not.
That looks more like Trell.
A lady trail.
That looks so true.
So yeah, and that is pretty much where we left things last week. So really, guys, we start with you currently in this valley. It's a somewhat somber spring morning, late spring morning. The wind is blowing through the valley, and there is the corpse of Vixanis before you.
Lovely day, but there's a corpse.
There is a corpse right in front of you.
It's not high rollers unless we start the session off with a corpse.
Who's closest right now to Vixanis?
I think it's Juto, Trell,
Turned her over.
and Elora. You were still quite
I'm
far back.
soaking it in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out and just stand next to Trell and Juto and just sort of have a little prayer to Avandra, commemorating the life of Vixanis and the unfortunate death of Vixanis. So I'll just close my eyes.
Just take a brief, serious and somber moment. Rare for Cam Buckland, those of you around, but yeah.
Can I do an investigation check to just kind of see if there's any clues on her body or like around the surrounding area?
You certainly can. Give me an investigation check.
7.
You're not really skilled at this sort of thing. You kind of pat her clothes down, you try and examine the wounds. You pretty much learn the same thing. She definitely seems like she was taken by surprise. There's no defensive wounds on her. Just this one very straight, very sharp. I mean, whatever did this must have been incredibly keen to just whack her throat open. And yeah, that's all really you can find. The main thing you find is there are no defensive wounds.
Do you want to mention the note?
Ah!
I
You already
I
had
did.
You did.
I wasn't paying attention.
I did. There is a note on her body that says, "This is what happens to people who ask too many questions," and it is signed with an R in the bottom right corner.
Thanks. I paid attention.
I'm going to transform back into my proper
Yes, you
self,
were
because
previously Granny
I
Trell.
was an old woman.
You were the alternate form known as Granny Trell.
Everyone should look up Nina Serena's
Yeah, I
art
forgot actually we did a
of
Q&A
Granny
session.
Trell.
There is now canonical art of Granny Trell and Varys.
NinaSerena.tumblr.com.
Boom.
Check that one out.
Success!
Worth it.
or a
Horrifying.
Or her tweets. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to transform back
Shift back,
into
Granamir
myself.
just kind of caws and wraps itself around your neck. Its little tongue whips out, tastes the air.
Can I do an investigation check?
You absolutely can, yeah. Give me an investigation check.
3!
Great
She's dead. That's what I've got from this.
It's not
dead,
so much
guys.
shock, but you're kind of... There's an element where you look down, and again, you kind of look over the body.
Okay,
You
yeah.
don't really pat anything, you just kind of... Yeah, there's... I mean, it's obvious she's dead. You know, she was cut open with a knife. What else is there to
He didn't really
know?
care.
Meh.
He's like, oh well, at least I don't need to do her a favour anymore. I didn't care.
God.
What do we do? As I open my eyes, I just speak off into the distance. What now?
We track them down.
Put your emotions aside.
I have no emotions. We still track them down anyway.
If they knew that we had contact with Vixanis, then they've been watching us.
Yeah, they've
since
been watching us for a
Tallfields.
while. But why? Why would they be watching us? This ragtag bag
Why
of
would they know
losers.
Why would they know to kill Vixanis? If they hadn't been watching us.
Was Vixanis in Briarcrest?
Yes.
The last I remember,
She was heading there.
Yeah.
she was with us.
That's... Yeah, you won't remember.
You won't.
She was trying to find another way to save you.
She
once you died.
basically she went to Briarcrest when we went to resurrect you. She was
Perhaps.
headed there.
They knew of Vixanis, and Vixanis may have revealed information about us, and as soon as we disrupted their lumber mission, they used Vixanis.
But there are no signs that she's been tortured or anything. So.
Give me a intelligence check, just a general intelligence check. You didn't see any. There's no signs of torture necessarily.
17.
Not any physical. I should correct that. There are no physical signs of torture.
Certainly not. 17.
17. You do remember that Vixanis was trying to track down a dwarven thief,
Yes.
and it was mentioned that he had passed through Torfield and had gone to Briarcrest, and that's where
One
she
with
was
the eye
going to
patch.
head, and she was trying to find him. You do remember that as a fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might have explained why she was going to go there and what she might have been asking around about.
So she could have been asking questions.
My instinct is to leave this. We don't want any more bloodshed. But at the same time, I kind of want vengeance. And the Broken Sky is only going to get worse the more we leave it.
Yeah, but the broken sky is everywhere. It's not just in
it's up there,
Briarcrest.
yeah.
Broken Sky are in Talis Val. We knew that from Dmitriev.
As you look up, you do it's a very overcast day. It seems to be more and more overcast these days. Like the clouds are getting quite thick. There's like a very strong white cloud that just seems to cover a lot of the surrounding area.
I do not like the idea that we are running from the broken sky. I would rather, if they are challenging us like this, I would rather we met them rather than we ran and left ourselves open to further attack.
Well,
I agree.
but they are everywhere. It's not just a single time that they're in. Wherever
Exactly,
we go,
so
we're going to
if
come
we-
across them.
We need to
If we
strike
go
it.
We wouldn't be
elsewhere-
running from them. Anywhere we go, we're going to find them. We
But-
could investigate at Talis Val, which is where they're trying to
But they're just
overthrow.
going to have liaisons. They're not going to have.
But we
people
know
that-
these leaders, Reese and
Yeah.
Denon and the princess, are in Briarcrest.
Do
So
we
why
know
not-
that
why
for
not-
sure?
It's a stronger
Dmitriev-
lead.
Dmitriev told you that Denin was a politician who is now in power at Briarcrest. He did not mention, you don't know that, you can assume that
That
Felania and Rhys are there as well, but you don't know that.
Is he still alive?
That could be
Dimitri?
very
Last
hostile.
year,
Yeah, yeah.
That could be a very hostile town if he is in power.
But I would rather we went and we met this challenge head on than we were surprised in some other location.
In a big city that we don't understand, we could be stabbed, butchered, tortured in an alleyway that we happen to wander
But they're
down.
not in
But
control.
doesn't that happen to us every day?
It's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
But
But,
they're not in
Vixanis
control
was
of
taken by
Talis Val.
surprise.
we don't know that. They could be corrupt.
They're not in control of Talis Val.
They could be.
But they're there.
They're there, but they're at least not in power there. They're in power in Briarcrest. They control that whole town.
I think we need to understand the full scope of the Broken Sky. And to do that, we need to go to people that know information, not Dimitrievs, not people that are being sent as emissaries or whatever of the Broken Sky. We need to get to the source of it and understand. But it is risky. I'm not saying that. And we do have reasons to go to Talis Val, but is Briarcrest on the way geographically?
No,
Yep.
it's backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so currently, I wish I had my map. You are just north of the Longwood in Faden, and Talis Val is this way, and Briarcrest is this way. Briarcrest heads back towards the mountain range, which separates the Dragonborn Kingdom of Bressaras and the Dawn Republic. And it's also where the Dwarven Kingdom of Aramount, which is where the Dwarves and the Drow are currently forming their alliance to fight down into the Underdark. So that is kind of like, that's Aramount is here, Briarcrest is here, Faden is here, Talis Val is here. And then you have a large lake called the Cloud Lake, which is just currently north of Faden, and then the ruins of First Light, which was the great magical city, which housed the greatest magical practitioners of the age, which was destroyed by the Lightfall, completely eradicated. It's just ruins now. So it's quite a dense area in terms of stuff.
She wasn't tortured. They already knew she was with us. They've been following us this whole time.
They'll follow us.
They'll
then
follow
to
us
Talis
anyway.
Val.
Yeah.
So I think we should just continue with our quest. I don't
Reese is
think
Yeah,
gonna
we're
I
find
mean,
us.
we all need stuff there, don't we? We all have a purpose to go there outside of this.
True.
I just don't want to go to a town where they're in control. I don't think that's safe for
Why
us.
don't we find somewhere secure in Talis Val, and then we reach out to Reese, and then we meet in places that we know are safe, rather than Briarcrest where we are unsafe.
Okay, yeah.
Under a
You've
rule of
activated
people
my
that
trap
may not be
card.
corrupt by Broken Sky, they might be, but Briarcrest we know is
Yeah.
fully under their control.
Yeah, I
At least
guess, yeah, we
Talis
don't-
Val is a much bigger place. The chances of us finding someone friendly is much greater than a small place like Briarcrest that has already been corrupted. by
Yeah,
them.
we don't know
But
that
you don't
the
know
Broken
that
Sky have
they've
got
been.
to.
He's been voted in as a
You've activated
politician,
my
but
trap card.
we don't know how happy the people are with that. And also, I just feel like it's a stronger connection there. We know people there are linked to the Broken Sky, whereas anything could happen in the capital.
But we have more of a chance in the capital because not everyone is Broken Sky in the capital.
Yeah.
But we know everyone in Briarcrest could be under the influence of Broken Sky and thus are our enemies, and we have a whole town against us.
Are you not curious, though, to talk to the Broken Sky and ask them why they wish to weaken Korak?
Not if they cut people's throats to get our attention. That's not my way.
I don't think that we should.
Might be
risk
Trell's
it.
way.
If they've already taken down Vixanis, I don't think we should risk falling into any more of their traps. Who else are they going to? If we arrange another meeting, who else are they going to dump and pin a note to?
So you wish to leave Ixanis unavenged?
Oh, no,
they'll
we'll
come
get
to us,
revenge.
but they'll be on our terms
if-
rather than theirs.
If they have been watching us enough to know that Vixanis was with us, then they will follow us to Talisval.
Anyway, and I'd rather us find a safe haven in
know
Talisval where they
about
can
us.
meet us rather than in their territory. in
I'm not
Briarcrest.
saying we don't ever do something about the Broken Sky. I'm just saying that we don't go into a place that is potentially very unsafe when we can go to a much larger city where we know they'll be anyway.
Also,
They're
I've
gonna
heard
follow us.
the bathrooms in Talisval are far, far better sanitary-wise than Briarcrest. And I haven't had a shower in days, Juto. It's very important. Ixanis, shower. You know? She understands.
Looking at the body, do we know how long she's been dead for?
Give me a medicine check. Anybody can do that, by the way.
16.
16,
19.
19.
4.
4. Two of you, you examine it. Again, you particularly note that this, whatever's cut her throat, was extremely sharp, very keen, to the point where you suspect that there might be magic involved. Generally, only magical weapons are that sharp. Like a mundane blade couldn't cut the skin so evenly. There would be tiny jags, tiny nicks and marks and things like that. Between the two of you, you estimate she's probably been dead around about 2 days.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, the body's definitely, suffered. It
So it's
definitely has.
literally been since we started mucking around with this timber issue that they've gone, right, let's kill her.
Based on the timeline, it would have actually been she would have died just as you entered Faden.
Oh, really?
So
Mhm.
just
You've
as
only been
resurrected
you've only
you
stayed 2 nights in Faden, so 2 days ago would have
Right.
pegged it just
so
as
it
you
was
entered the
before
town.
we even
Did anything.
interacted with
What have
them.
we done to mess with the Broken Sky before then? The Green Hunter?
You can't think of anything. They've
No.
never come up until you reached here.
So they hate us regardless.
Either Vixanis was asking questions and mentioned us, or
The note on the body says, "This is what happens to those who ask too many questions." I think, given that she was dead 2 days before we even,
arrived here.
when I was dead, I think it's relevant to her. She
Yeah.
has been asking too many questions. It's not relevant to us. It's a warning to us that we are asking too many questions.
True. I feel like the Broken Sky are on our backs anyway, and we're going to be seeing much more of them shortly, regardless of where we are. So why not go to a nice, beautiful city where I can fulfill my writ? You can go see your good buddy Korak and kill him or whatever, and then the Broken Sky can meet up with us. Mission fulfilled. We're on track.
I just wish to know why the Broken Sky seek to weaken Korak and what information they have on him.
Why don't we meet with the Broken Sky before we go see Korak then in Talisval?
They
can
will have
accept
people in Talisval.
I can accept that.
Let's find a nice house, get a mortgage, settle down.
What's a mortgage?
It's this kind of, it's weird. It's not real money. It's money they give you, but you have to pay back so that you can buy a house because houses are really expensive. I don't know. I've never owned a house. Someone mentioned mortgages when I went to a town. It sounded really interesting.
Sounds dumb.
So, Talisval?
Adult stuff.
Yeah, let's go to Talisval. Actually, before we go to Talisval,
You need
I
to
want
pick
to
up your
pick up my
armor.
armor, yeah, from that sour-faced
What
old
about
cow.
Vixanis?
We need to bury her.
I'll stay here and I'll perform a ritual to Avandra. It's a very nice ritual. And I'll bury the body. If any of you want to be a bear and dig up a big hole, I mean, that'd be useful. I mean, I'm really muscular and strong, but with a bear, it'd be so much quicker. And we can get to Talisval.
You could become a mole.
Surely a wolf would be better at dig.
Yeah, a wolf would be pretty good with paws.
That's true.
I've been playing a lot of Twilight Princess today. That's my game.
Okay.
What is Twilight Princess?
Ah, it's an ancient creature. Much renowned. So, what would you guys like to do?
You go get your
I'm gonna
armor.
go and get my armor.
We'll
I
meet you
will
back in town.
stay with Cam and help.
Okay. So
We'll see
three
what
of
the-
you are going to basically prepare the body.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see you at the Oaken Wagon for a drink before our venture to Talisval.
Is there any way that I could druid craft like some flowers and stuff?
Yeah,
over to the
things like
top
flat.
of the body.
Yeah, you
and-
you can get some blooms and, just buds and they'll bloom and things like that.
This is just a valley, right? There's no like establishments, no buildings.
No, this is literally like a small valley. Most of the lumber's been taken away. There is still a few bits and bobs.
Was there like barrels and crates and stuff?
There were, yeah.
Anything covered in material, like cloth.
Yeah, I'd say that there's probably a little bit of tarp that you can use. Yeah,
So I'm
to,
gonna
like,
gather
move the
that
weight.
up and wrap her body
Mhm.
in
You use a bit
preparation.
of rope as well. Like there's a little bit of rope holding the tarp on, which you
Yeah.
can use to like tie around the body.
And then I guess over the period you dig a hole.
Yeah, it takes you probably a good hour and a bit. The wolf form, if you do shift into wolf form, really helps to dig. But are you doing that, or do you want to save it?
We're gonna rest before we go, right?
Are we?
What time is it?
Will we?
Right.
You guys left pretty early in the morning, so you left around about 11 a.m. So it's probably about midday, just after.
Are there any like keepsakes on her body or anything like that?
No,
Like,
it was just her
anything
clothing
suspicious?
really that they left. All of her weapons and any gear, like even you don't remember her wearing jewelry, but like there are no. It's literally just clothing. There's not even armor. There's just cloth, just like basic traveling clothes. There's not even a cloak. It's just like tunic and trousers and boots and things like that.
Anything anyone wants to do before we put the body in the ground?
Druid crafty flowers and make the body all nice and wrapped up with vines and stuff.
Okay. Yeah,
Then
with the rope
I
as well that
will-
Cam used, like it's well wrapped and preserved. Like you do as best as you can. I mean, it is 2 days old, so it does. There are signs of decomp and things like that just beginning to sprout. But yeah, you do your best and kind of make do. You can use the old cantrip and that there to kind of do as much as you
I'm
can.
gonna craft a little bunch of flowers
Mhm.
and then put them next to the body. Then dire wolf to dig the hole,
Okay.
and then once I've dug the hole, I can put the flowers on.
Yeah, well, between the three of you as well. So it takes you probably about an hour and a half with direwolf form digging like a big trench as well. And then by the time you refill it, say the ritual, say a few words. Did you want to say anything in particular, or are you just doing a basic kind of rites for a month?
Pretty, so I didn't know Vixar's that well. I'm just doing, the-
You're doing what you feel is appropriate,
Yeah,
kind of like you
that's
feel
right.
like something should be said.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's ever so slightly awkward. Like you can't speak about her as a person, you can't say anything, but you kind of
Vixar's
just
was a person.
yeah, that kind of thing. You put the body in the ground, you cover it back up. You manage to. There's a couple of small rocks which you form into a basic kind of small tombstone kind of thing, and leave that as it is. In the meantime, you've started making your way back. You get to the town before these guys. You head out into the small wooded area where you find the small forge, where the old gnome lady kind of is like, "Ah, yes, you, the dark elf, here for your armor, I assume."
That's correct.
Excellent. Come here, come here. And she like gestures you. She pulls out like a small set of steps, and she starts getting out the various bits of armor and like strapping it onto you, taking away your old leather, restrapping on this new studded. And she says, "Yes, good fit." Like buckles it under. Like it does get. Gets a bit too close to your crotch when doing some of the trousers on and the
Kinky
leather
lady.
padding. But it's more of in a professional, like a tailor sense. Like puts her on. You're like, I have to have a
Come on.
moment. Yes, I was making sure it fits. Right, and then she steps back after a while. Your other armor is discarded, and she's like, "If you want to sell that to me, I'll buy it off you for about 5 gold or so, or you can keep it. It's up to you."
Yeah, come on, I'll sell it.
She hands you the 5 gold,
Cheers.
and she's just like, "Yes, no, it looks good fit actually, quite well made. Looks like it might come from the capital.
Yeah, well,
Enjoy."
thank you. Our business is concluded. Good day to you.
Yeah.
And then I shall walk out
You
and
kind
go
of head
off
back
to
into
the.
the tavern.
Yep.
I
Excellent.
would like to light some incense once the earth has been
there.
back. I would like to light some incense.
Yeah.
And,
What does that smell?
Have some respect.
Oh, is it your weird sticks? Well, how many do you
Smoking
have?
also slightly.
How many do you carry on you? 3, 4. It's really hard to judge when you don't say words out of your mouth. 5?
I'm just ignoring him and carrying on, like just kind of putting the incense by the body.
Put it by the body, begins to smoke. You said things, and then you guys, I'm assuming, head off.
Yes.
You make your way back.
I'm still a wolf.
You just plod back. I mean, you find travelling in the wolf form is way easier. It just has better endurance, and
You know what will improve your stamina?
No,
don't you?
I'm not. You're not
Courageous.
sitting on my back.
you
No.
can't speak as a wolf.
Okay, if you try it,
You
good
can
luck.
growl. You're like. "Grrr."
Yeah.
I back off.
It takes about 2 hours for you guys to eventually make your way back, and this time Trell is already in the tavern.
Covered in dirt, I imagine.
Not so much. The valley's like mainly grass.
I mean, like
and
digging up the hole and stuff.
Well, Laura did most of the digging, so like her wolf form is very grubby and dirty. But as soon as she shifts back, a lot of the magic seems to get rid of all the dirt and gore and things like that. That's why when she turns back into an elf after biting out creatures' jugulars, this tiny, lovely elf girl is not covered in blood. Yeah, the magic of the transformation kind of cleanses it all away. So. It's the way that she can also, like, if she accidentally swallows bits of flesh, it doesn't like make her sick when she shifts back into
Gotcha.
human form. Magic, everyone, magic.
Fantasy.
They all arrive back into the tavern. What do you guys want to do? It's a fairly standard day. The town is bustling a bit more now. You can see that people, the various woodworkers, are going back to work. You can hear the sounds of trees and axes, coming down in the forest nearby. You can hear the shouts of, a businessy lumber town.
Do I see Charles through the window before opening the door?
Not really. The way that you're approaching it from the gate, you wouldn't walk past the windows before hitting the door. You
Fuck
hit
it.
the door first.
I kick open the door and start shouting, "Shots! Shots! Shots!"
You hear, woo! You hear Buckland crying about shots. The barkeep, who you see has kind of looks like he's been nursing a bit of a hangover. He just kind of is like,
Shots! Shots! Hey!
"Hello, how many do you want?"
We're going to the big city!
"Oh, really?"
Yeah, 4 please.
"Oh, brilliant. You'll do really well there."
I would like to sneak off,
You
and
just-
yeah, I'm sneaking off out.
Considering I doubt Cam's even paying attention to you at this point, you don't need to make a roll.
Is there like a fireplace in the inn?
Yeah, there's like, it's
Little
not
wolf
lit
of
currently
Laura
because it's
just
during the day.
Aw, damn
Well,
it.
it's during the day, there's no need to light it, it's not cold.
Well, I'm gonna snuggle by the fire anyway.
You just kind of lie down on the floor. The owner looks at you, he's like, "Is that your wolf?"
Yeah, it's fine.
"What?"
Well domesticated, doesn't piss inside, it's great.
"If it does, you're paying for it."
Alright, 4 shots, mate.
Alright,
Come on.
yeah. He pulls out tiny, slightly dirty glasses,
We're going to Talus Val.
pours 4 shots out.
You
He's
ever
like,
been?
He's like, "What?"
Have you ever been to Talus Val?
"Yeah, my family's from there, but I moved out when I was a kid."
Any good spots?
"Oh, I don't know. Anywhere on Journeyman's Run's pretty good."
Journeyman's Run.
Yeah, it's like the main district. When you first come in the South Gate, that's the main bit.
Southgate.
Yeah.
Is that way?
Yeah. If you're coming up from Faden, you'll come in from the South Gate.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's alright, yeah. It's,
I mean, the pouring isn't happening.
pours 4 out. He's like, "Alright, come on, cough it up."
How much?
It's 2 silver per one, so that's 8 silver. Do you have enough?
I do.
8 silver,
You
come
got
on.
change?
Yeah?
I hand him a gold coin.
Ooh, fancy. Gives you 2 silver back.
Thanks. I gather them
It's
all
currently just you and Trell.
up, and I'm looking around for...
Like, Juto's gone, the wolf is currently like lying down on the floor by the fire, just in wolf form.
Valora! Shot! Trell?
Growls slightly.
I guess it's 2 each.
I don't drink.
2 for the row.
So I'm afraid you're going to have to
4 for
go
me?
4 for you.
Alright.
Oh, I think you should have asked who was drinking before you ordered 4 of those.
I just start necking them, all 4.
Alright. If he passes out or throws up, you're paying for it. It's like a very cheap, heavy vodka, and you're just like, "Ugh." After 2, you're already like, "Oh my god, I've
Trying
made
to
a
brave
terrible
face it,
mistake."
though.
Yeah, you're just like, boom. Ugh.
Nailed it!
Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
You are dead.
Puke save.
10.
10. You are very drunk. You are, like, almost immediately the room has a slight sway and a spin to it. This is pretty potent stuff that you've just drunk, like quite raw and sharp and cheap. so it's just kind of like your throat is burning ever so
Straight to my
slightly.
head.
Not feeling good. What did you sneak off to do? Juto, I should say. Like, what is Juto doing?
Juto has gone to where Dimitrov is being held.
Okay, yep, up by in the manor's house. Yeah.
Is Folk still around?
Yeah, he's just there chatting to. He's just kind of like whittling away. He's like seems to be doing some weird alchemy stuff. Like he's got like a table out.
Just can't stop.
And he's set up like a number of vials. You can see him making these weird ceramic orbs that he uses. He seems to be making a few of those.
Cool.
He's like, oh, hello, Juto.
I just give him a nod and then kind of.
You're going, all right, yeah. He just like, gestures towards the thing. And what, you go down to the cell. The cell door is, Volk hands you a key that he's been using. He's just like, yeah, just let yourself in and that. He goes down. It's like a large, heavy, kind of wooden reinforced door. You creak it open. You step inside. Dimitrov is there. He's looking very tired, like bags under his eyes. His eyes are bloodshot. You can see he's no longer sitting on the floor. He's gotten up to standing around. Just like, thank goodness you are back. Please, it's so hard sitting on this floor. Can you bring chair or something? Or bed, maybe?
So I go up to the lock without kind of saying anything to him and just unlock the cell. And say, Mr. Dimitrov, look after yourself and be careful.
What? No. You can't leave me alone. They kill me. You said you protect me. Take me in custody.
I said I'd arrest you, but we're leaving here, and I doubt the citizens of where we are, Faden, have the time to look after you.
But no, the sky, they will come for me. They send killer. They kill me. You need my information. You need me proof broken sky exists. You must take me with you.
You can
Take me to capital. Take me to a city. I tell them. What do I tell you?
You can do as you please, Dimitrov. I'm not going to stop you. And then I just walk away.
He just starts funny. He's like, no, I must stay with you. You must protect me. He's like, I'm not leaving. I go where you go. If you leave me here alone, half-orc man not stop them. He get killed. Folks like, oh, I'm going with them. He's like, see, even more reason. Like, no one protect me. I come with you.
If you come with us, you will come as a silent companion.
Okay, I be quiet.
And perhaps you can provide us with rations.
Shop has the ration. You already help yourself. You have key to shop and help yourself. It's not good to me when I'm dead. It's all just cheese and
I'm just
crap.
walking away. I'm just walking away. I'm just walking
He's just
away
following
from
you.
him.
He just starts following you. And you can see him as he gets outside. He is jittery. Like he's constantly looking behind him. If there's a loud noise, he turns sharply. Like this is a man who is incredibly scared.
It's fine.
Of everything.
I'm just still walking. I'm walking back to the inn.
Okay. Eventually, after a while, at this point, do you continue drinking or do you stop after the?
I stopped.
Yeah. Like,
But I'm asking for shots of water, stealthily.
okay. He the bar owner is just kind of giving you like he just grins. He's like, all right, yeah. Sure. It's just like pouring just pouring you like shots of water.
What? Another woo! Hop on the train.
But it's like it doesn't do enough. Like you're like sipping like tiny glasses of water.
Andrew, help me!
Eventually, Juto walks back in, and following behind them is Dimitrov and Falk. Falk packed up his stuff and followed. And Dimitrov is like looking around. He's like, as soon as he gets into the building, he like shuts the door behind him. Like once everyone's inside, and he's like constantly like peering out the window. Who is this owner? Is he with them?
Mr. Dimitrov, you've been in this village longer than us. I think you know who the inn owner is.
Oh, that's a good point. I was the only one. All right. And he, like, he's like looking around, but he is like going a bit crazy, like how paranoid he is.
Falk!
All right. Have you been drinking again, Kev?
I've always liked you, Falk.
I like you.
Look.
The look.
It's the look.
I've been practicing the look, yeah.
I need the toilet. I walk. Because I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Okay. You go and try and find like a bathroom, which is basically just like a small cupboard with like basically a privy like going into a hole in the ground. It stinks of crap. And you instantly throw up.
That makes me throw up.
Yeah.
Cool.
The barkeeper only looks like you. He made it to the toilet. I won't make you pay anything.
Folk.
Hello.
What's Buckland been telling you about the look?
He said that
God.
to make an impression on women that you're interested in, you should do the look, and that makes them fall in love with you. So I've been practicing
Okay.
like this. And he does like a very awkward face.
Okay. I think we should put Mr. Buckland's skills to the test.
Yeah. No,
Right.
he should. Yeah, that's good. I can learn more if I watch him.
I'm going to transform myself into a glamorous, beautiful woman.
Directly in front of them.
Directly in front
So
of
he's
him.
just like.
Because he's out of the way.
Okay.
And I'm just going to sit at the bar and just
Okay.
wait to see
Okay.
if Mr. Buckland
Falk is
will
like.
try his luck.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, don't get any ideas,
God.
Falk.
Should I should keep it a secret that it's you.
Yes. Yes. Falk.
I'll just sit here and I won't say
Yeah.
anything.
You know, just try and
Okay.
ease him along to me.
I should be his.
I'm still at the moment. I'm a beautiful woman, but I'm still talking with my
Yeah.
normal voice.
Oh, you use your normal.
I'm using my normal
Okay,
voice
okay.
for
Oh,
them.
wow.
Oh no, what's going to come out of his mouth
Amazing.
in the next time he speaks?
Falk is very well. You notice that happen as well. So do you. You will notice that. You've finished throwing up. You are starting to feel. You know, once you've thrown up, you are starting to feel a bit more sober, but you've got that headache and you're just not feeling good.
Just swatting back out.
You swan back out and you can see Juto, Dmitriev. Dmitriev is still looking out the window. Juto is kind of looking around. I guess what you doing in particular?
Can I like buy a meal and like a soft drink for Dmitriev?
He has water basically.
Yeah,
Like that is
yeah,
the soft
like-
drink.
Elflower pressé.
No, not in a tiny crappy village. Maybe in the city you can get things like that, but not here. In terms of meals, that he basically serves up. He's like, oh yes, of course we can do food and do a basic meal of chicken, bread, cheese, that sort of thing. Is that all right? And it's just like okay. He's like, well, it's normally around about 3 silvers for a meal like that. If that's all right. Do you need one for yourself or?
3 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll buy everyone food. So
So that's 3, 6,
1, 2,
9, 12, 15,
Falk
18.
and Dmitriev, 18
18.
silver.
So that's basically 2 gold and you get 2 silver change.
Do that.
Okay. He's like, oh yes, well, take me a bit of time. I just need to go and prepare it all and get it all ready. I've got a couple of chickens out the back and it should be a little bit. And he goes off and starts doing that. So you see Juto kind of talking to the bartender.
Falk.
You see the wolf on the floor. Falk is sat next to you. Well, describe this beautiful woman.
I don't know. Long-legged, busty, beautiful hair down
Blonde
to her
haired.
ass. Yeah.
Oh my
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. And Falk looks over at
I
you.
instantly inflate my chest.
Like, Falk looks over at you and then like he's like
I whip out my best looking dagger, which is currently Elfie.
okay.
I just start flicking it around and
Okay.
just slowly slide up next to this beautiful lady. But not making eye contact yet.
Don't talk to me. You're like, yeah, sure, you do that.
What's a beautiful lady like oneself doing in such a place as dirty as this?
Buy me a drink and
My God,
maybe
you-
you'll find out. Can I just say, I don't actually sound like that. I sound like a woman.
Okay.
A beautiful
Okay.
A
woman.
beautiful woman. A woman with a beautiful
Voice like honey.
Yes.
I'm instantly taken back because no one's ever been this forward. Oh yeah. Barkeep,
Sticks his head out. What, Buckland?
drinks. What would you
Oh,
like?
really? More?
Wait. Yeah, shut up.
All right. What do you want?
Just the
Water.
The water. 2 waters.
Shakes his head, comes out with like a ceramic pitcher and a couple of glasses, puts it down in front of you.
I
You get it with your meal.
slide an elbow forward so
Walks
that
back.
I'm leaning towards her and I just fixate the eyes and start pouting.
Oh my god!
I don't need to be involved in this so far.
Some lovely eyes you have there.
I feel like I'm in the middle of this and I don't like
You want to be?
Juto's just watching
What's
this all
that
with a really puzzled expression on her face. Like she's not entirely sure what's going on here. Humans are weird. This is
Well,
weird.
drow as well.
Tell me, beautiful, did it hurt when you fell from Evandra's plane?
Flick my hair.
My God.
Oh, you embarrass me.
getting a bit weird.
A lady like you getting embarrassed. How could I?
You seem like you're a man who's seen some action in his time.
Oh yes, and I get out all my daggers. I put them on the table. Each one has a story, and each
14.
one has a victim.
Oh,
That's right.
you are
Many,
a man
many
who killed
monsters.
men. Oh,
Thank you.
such rippling muscles.
I know. Yes, they all ripple independently. Yes, that's right. So,
So what are you doing here in Faden?
looking for a new challenge, shall we say?
Ooh.
A new experience, a new wild ride.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
I can't make this stop.
I think I know the sort of thing you're after.
Yes.
Can I roll something? Can I
Please
roll
go on.
anything?
Well, what do you want to do? You can stop this.
I don't know. She's so baffled.
It's like
she
a car
doesn't
crash,
know
like
what's
watching,
going
like-
on.
When I get a chance, I look to Folk and just like,
Like, Falk is like,
sorry, mate, it's mine. I actually have...
give me a quick insight check, actually.
Shit. This is where it goes tits up.
Quite literally.
20.
Falk is barely containing it. He's like he's like really struggling not
Can I
to laugh.
look at this and
Yeah.
kind of be suspect?
Give me an insight check.
Look at this.
You need to give me a perform check or a career or just plain up with just your charisma bonus.
It's a 19.
14.
I mean, beautiful woman. Like visually, there's definitely no physical disguise, but just the body language and something else. Like she's not sitting quite right, and just like it's almost like she's very conscious about you touching her. So she's like the hands are constantly kept away, and there's just something a bit off.
I'm gonna get uncomfortably close. Like slide up my stool.
But touching or just like
No,
as
just
close-
not touching yet.
Like how
just-
close he is to me now.
Like this.
It's uncomfortable.
That's not. That's it's closer than that.
Yeah,
like-
it's like breathing distance.
Ugh.
I'm like, you wanna bang? Huh? You wanna get to it with my natural 20? Do you? Huh?
You're very.
I know who you are! How dare you! You're never
At
meant
this
to be.
point, Trell just laughs. Like Trell the woman starts laughing.
Astro.
Yeah.
I take his water and mine, and I go sulk and sit next to the fireplace.
Okay. You just stay as the beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Just like yeah.
I trusted you, Folk!
Folks like ah.
You
It
were
was,
lucky.
it was a good
You were-
example of the look.
You were lucky. I had more planned. I was gonna go all the
I
way.
don't want to know, Trell! I don't want to know! Disgusting.
Right. Well,
Tell us, Val, anybody?
says this beautiful woman with a man's voice. Thomas Val, anyone? Just jiggling boobs everywhere and
Is
everything.
there anyone
else.
else in the bar that's like
No,
witnessing
like,
that?
and even the barkeep's currently in the kitchen anyway, so
So-
it's just the five of you.
Juto, did I hear you ordering food? I'm not looking in that direction at all. I'm trying to
I was gonna say, hasn't this like put you off?
Yeah.
I'm still staring at Trell, just like not really understanding
Why?
anything.
Why?
Like weird human mating rituals. Like I don't really get it. This is straight. Why am I with these people? Like it's so weird. I know they brought me back to life. But I'm very emotionally confused right now.
It's like, owe them Wookiee life debt, but
yeah. such
so weird.
life debt, but why?
Nice.
for life now. So
Yeah, kind of that crushing realization that this is now my life.
Yeah.
This is it.
get used to it.
These
is
are the
it.
people I pledged my life to. Oh god.
Sorry, I'm just a wolf.
I'm gonna try and pet
That's
Alora
not
as a
right.
wolf.
If the barkeep
like this tiny little
I'm looking for sympathy anywhere now.
if the
basically.
barkeep has brought the food out, I'll start handing it.
It takes a while. It takes probably about sort of half an hour, but eventually he starts bringing out plates.
Cards.
When the food comes out, I transform into a Laura, but I make sure that Cam sees it happen as well.
So
Just downing water with a shaking hand.
a shaky hand. He brings out various plates, wooden plates with kind of wooden utensils. It's a fairly nice kind of common meal, like a kind of quarter of a chicken, a little bit of kind of a few salads and cucumber and tomato, bit of cheese, bit of freshly baked bread, which is nice and hot. You can still see it kind of thing. And yeah, he
I want food.
serves it all out to you. He's like, oh, there you go. Fog just doesn't even wait. He just starts eating it straight away. He's just like with his hands. He's just like, oh, this cheese is very good. I'm just like tearing away at it.
I do very similar.
Yeah.
Snatch the plate.
Yeah, just snatch plate with utensils or no?
No.
No, just.
Utensils.
Yeah, the two of them are just going at this food. It's a good hearty meal. Those of you that do enjoy it, it's quite nice. You haven't eaten like a proper meal. You've been kind of eating rations and
Plus
trail
20 to all
food.
core stats.
No, not at all. But you do enjoy for the first time a proper home cooked meal rather than Elora's berry that you find in the forest. And
I've been keeping you shits alive.
yeah,
okay?
very much so. But it's nice to have hot cooked food.
Throughout the entire meal, I'm working on the biggest build-up belch in
Okay.
the world, just to let it all out at the end and just let it resonate through the entire tavern.
Okay, give me
Performance.
a charisma check. Yeah.
Charisma. 6.
6. You try and it's like a and then Falk is like it just like echoes
I go
throughout
back
the
to
room.
sulking. Immediately.
In tiefling culture, that is a sign of enjoyment and a compliment to the chef.
There you go. That's he's like, oh really? Oh, well I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Halfalk. And he's like, it was excellent. It was very good.
How's Dimitrov doing at this point?
Dimitrov was like, he's been slowly eating the food, but you can see initially he was so suspicious of it. Like he's like sniffing it, he's like looking in his water, he's like picking through it. But he does eventually start eating, and then once he starts, he just scoffs it really quickly. You can see he started developing like a very nervous habit with his hands of just like constantly like.
Can I say, I feel so sorry for what we've done to him.
Just, like, looking
just
around.
like-
I'm gonna-
as Kim, not
I'm
as
gonna-
Juto. Like,
I'm gonna shoot up and look out the window and go,
Broken sky! Ah! Oh my
No!
god! Like he literally gets under the tables. He's just like quaking in fear. He's like, no, please, they come to kill me.
I feel way better now. I feel so much better.
Like you just start sobbing. He just starts crying. Just like, oh, please,
Mr.
no, I don't want to die,
Human.
please.
Mr. Tiefling.
was that really necessary?
Well, when there's broken sky surrounding our entire tavern.
No, please, please. He like gets up and he goes up to you, grabs your shirt. He's like, please, you must help me. You must
No.
kill her, save me
We're all
life.
doomed.
No, please.
We're gonna die in
Please,
here.
you have magics or something. Escape us.
My hands. I can't feel my hands. Dimitri, they possessed me.
Oh my
Just
god.
freaking
I
out.
step on Cam's foot very, not hard, but just very meaningfully,
Just
like
like-
kind of like a.
It hurts.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dimitri, there's no broken sky.
No, he's like, I don't believe you. You're one of them. He's possessed. He immediately walks behind you and is like hiding behind you from Cam.
And I'm shooting daggers at Cam. I'm just like,
I'm trying to avoid it.
like
but
we
it's
literally calmed the guy
burning.
down. Like, you know, had a nice meal,
He starts
and you've had to do
hyperventilating.
Calm
Are
down.
you looking at spells?
Oh, for God's He's been through so much. And then he lands
such
in
a
a tavern
douche.
with Cam.
Cam
Buckland.
Buckland, example of chaotic
I'm
neutral
gonna cast
character.
Charm Person on him.
Okay.
Hmm.
DC for your save?
That would be a 13.
He fails. He like his eyes kind of glaze over and like there's a brief moment of magic and then his eyes come back. He's like, oh friend, please, you must help me.
It's okay. There are no broken sky.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you are here, my friend. They're going to leave me on my own. I would die.
I've heard the broken sky have left. Completely.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check, but with advantage, like, or a deception check technically, but with advantage.
8.
It's just like, oh, my friend, they are so sneaky. I think you have been misled. They are everywhere. We cannot believe that they are gone.
Dimitri, we go way back, you and me, right?
Yeah. We are good. You are good friend.
And you know it's better to be around people when you're not jittery and scared all the time. It sets people off. They kind of want to run to the broken sky and dob you in.
But
Because you're a burden. And no one really
I don't
likes
wish
you.
to be a burden. Just
No, just
they
then
come to
be,
kill me.
be cool.
Okay.
Be calm.
Okay. I
If
be
you're
calm.
like waving your arms around jittery all the time, they'll find you.
Okay. I be calm. I be
You just
cool.
gotta blend in.
Okay, blend in. I do this. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Okay. I just need to check something. Don't mind me.
Is it if it lasts?
Just gonna look up some things about charm person that I need to know. It's fine. Sure, it's fine.
When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
That's exactly what I was looking at.
Yes.
Um,
Whether the lingering effects of what I said wear off as well.
have you got?
Is up to the DM.
It lasts 1 hour. Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
We need to go quickly.
What?
Dimitri,
What
he's
time
not
is
going to be
it?
this calm.
For
For
by
now.
the time you guys have finished eating, it's probably about 3 p.m.
Is it bad for the human brain to continually knock someone out?
Yes! You get brain damage. I'm saying
Dimitri's
that as
already
Kim.
a little bit, you know. How much
Well-
worse could it get? What I'm trying to say.
I don't think we need to knock him
But if he gets bad, though, he could, you know. I'm just saying. We need to leave to Talis
Just putting the idea out there. Just putting the idea.
Is there any stables or anything in town? I asked
Yes,
the
there are
bar-
stables. The bartender's like, yeah, there's stables here.
Are they expensive?
Well, it depends on if you're after what you're after. If you're looking to hire a horse, it can be.
Horse
Yeah.
and cart? That can hold 6 people?
I've never had to hire it myself. Last time I rode a horse, I travelled to Briarcrest, and it was quite expensive. But
Who
I had
wants to walk to Talisval, am I right? We can rest in the wagon on the way there.
Okay. So.
Take
Can't Alora
pictures.
turn into a horse? Just
That's a really good point, Trail. That's
One
fantastic. All in favour? Democratic.
No, you can't.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if you want to go to the stables, you can ask about prices and things.
or a
Can we
bear.
ask about it?
Bear
Can
and
we
force.
inquire?
I mean,
I am one person.
The
I
barkeep.
can't turn into multiple animals to take you there.
The tavern owner can't give you that information, but if you want to go to the stables
Should we
and
go to the
ask.
stables?
I'm going to go if anyone wants to come
Okay.
with me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
you guys all go? Okay, the stables are just on the outside of Faden, heading towards Talisval on the road outside. You actually have to leave the wooden palisade wall, and the stables are a little bit further out. It's still quite light. You arrive, you can see a large pasture with various draft horses, sturdy, stocky, muscular-looking horses kind of trotting around, and a large stable. And outside of which you can see a female human. She just seems to be human, wearing a simple kind of rancher's kind of outfit, like tall trousers with like high boots and a shirt, belt with just a short sword kind of trapped in a belt, and then a whip as well. And she's like, "Oh, hello there. How can I help?"
Laura, you're nice. You do that.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, don't get many elven folk around here. How can I help?
We're looking to travel to Talisval.
Right.
So there would be all of us. Is Fault coming with us?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So all of us.
So that's six of you then. Well, yes. I mean, Talisval is a couple of days travelling on foot. Well, about 3 or 4 actually, if you're on foot. So if you wanted to hire horses, they'd get you there in probably just under a day, really. Are you
Yeah.
looking to buy or?
You got a wagon?
I have a cart. I don't know about a full wagon.
Will it fit 6?
Not 6 of you. I probably could. The cart would probably fit at least 2 of you, and then maybe the young girl here.
I kind of snarl a little bit now.
She kind of like seems a bit taken back. She's like, "Yeah, well," and then one of you could obviously ride one of the horses. I mean, one horse would need to rest quite a lot if it's pulling that many of you.
What's most cost efficient here?
Ooh, well. Again, do you wish to just... what we normally do is people can either buy horses, which is a bit of an investment, although I guess for certain folks maybe not. But if you actually ride them to Talisval, I have an associate who will actually bring them back to me.
A drop-off point.
Yeah, basically. We allow that. And that's normally about at least half the cost of... or actually under half the cost.
Half the
How much is
cost.
that?
Well, it's
For
around
a
about...
rental.
I have to ensure that in case somebody steals the horses or whatever, then I
Do we get our deposit when we return?
You do get some back when you drop them off, yes.
Okay.
How
much are we talking?
It's if you wanted to have the cart, that will cost you around about 10 gold to journey to Talisval. But then the horse, I couldn't really let it go for less than 50 gold. But again, that would only cover 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. 2 more of you would still need to hire your own horses, which would again be 50 gold.
105 gold is what you're suggesting.
No, it would be 150, 160 gold for 3 horses and 1 cart.
3 horses.
Because you need them for the other 2 of you who are travelling. That's probably the cheapest I could do it for, I'm afraid.
We can't afford that, can we?
Yeah.
How much to buy? Double that?
Yes, effectively. You're talking about 100 gold per horse to buy.
Be cool to have a horse, wouldn't it?
No.
How long would it take us to walk to Talisval?
Ooh, I mean, depending on how much you rest. I've done the journey on foot. It take me about 4 days, 5 days.
Can we have a moment to discuss?
Yes, of course. Yes, please. Yeah, I understand it's a large
We
investment.
pet the horses.
No. I mean, you can if you want to stand by the fence and you've got apples or something, they'll come over to you.
Is there any? Have you got any apples? Any hay?
There's some hay just around the corner.
Kind of run off and grab the hay.
Do you like
1,000
got a
gold.
band of hay and
Well,
you're
I
like
think
trying
we
to
should do
gesture
it.
this horse? Give me an animal
We got
handling
so
check.
I think we should just do it. We've got loads left over.
12.
12. Well, eventually, a horse kind of comes over to you and is like, and like starts
Yeah.
chomping on the hay and like pulling it out of your hand. Like,
So
Put it down.
cool. Horses. I want to buy one.
No. You're like a kid. We could do it. We
What,
could-
renting?
Mm.
Should we do it?
Yeah. We're
think
going to get
it's
some back,
I
aren't we?
think the journey on foot would be a very long one. I think it'd probably be worth it for us to
Okay.
purchase the horses.
Do we get a discount for repeated business?
this is the first time you've ever come to my establishment.
Yeah, but we're going to come back. That's what I'm
Oh,
suggesting.
uh,
in the
well,
future.
In the future, will see what we can do.
That's very nice of you. So, who's got the money?
Me.
Yeah, Laura.
I mean, I am way down with coin, but there's huge investments for me at Talisval. I can't possibly waste it all on these petty horses.
That's nice. Did you want to rent them then? She kind of looks at you like you two.
So what do we get? 3 horses and a cart. Yeah.
You drop them just inside Journeyman's Way. There's an associate of mine. He runs the Frowning Fox Farms. He'll take my horses and give you some of the coin back.
Is that in Journeyman's Run?
Yes.
How much do we get back when we hand back your horses?
You'll get for each horse. You'll get back 20 gold, so that would be 60, and then for the wagon it'd be another 5, so you get 65 back.
Does that include third-party fire and theft damage, or is that? Not
If
many
any of the
horses.
horses are damaged, then obviously that money would need to remain with me.
Have you ever had a horse set on fire?
I can't
We're
say
not
I
going to set
have.
any horses on fire. It's a...
I don't know. This is us.
Yeah,
You're
yes.
We're joking. We're big
Jehovah.
jokes.
Right.
Big jokes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Is there any kind of discount you could do us? We did sort of just help your town a lot.
Give me a persuasion check.
All that wood that we carry.
4.
I just, unfortunately, I really can't. Things are the way they are. I mean, the guild's already having problems with all these groups running around causing trouble and things like that.
Have you not
I
seen
just
this
need to-
poor child?
You see, this is what we are going to
Well, I wouldn't
try
call her a
and-
child. She's more of a teenager, a young girl, maybe.
For a tiefling.
Well, this has already happened. I've already kind of snuck onto one of the horses. I'm just sat on one of the horses.
She kind of like turns. She's like, "Oh, dear, please no. Can you not?"
It's
go-"
best to let her be.
But I just if I really can't. No, she can't stay on. Can you help get her down, please?
Juto!
Sorry, miss.
Juto!
Please don't get on the horses, please.
It's
Come
okay,
down
can-
now.
Not until you've paid. Then you can.
I
I'll
will-
sell them up.
I'll pay. I'll pay.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
How much was it?
It was.
Everyone's getting death stares. Everyone!
It was 160.
Especially you.
Give me an animal handling check.
What's that? Minus 160.
Oh god, don't that's me.
7!
Maths is not.
The horse does not like
Maths
you
is
being
not
on
my
it,
strong
especially
point.
without a saddle. You're currently
Maths
riding
is not my
bareback
strong
on it.
point.
I'm used to it.
But it's starting to get and you know horses like it's getting agitated now.
160.
And if you stay on it, it's probably going to try and throw you.
You always ruin my fun, Mark.
No, the dice ruin. The dice.
The
ruin
world
fun.
ruined your fun.
Fine, I slip off.
You slip off. It kind of like
Good Juto!
like stamps his
Yay.
foot.
Okay, we've got the horses.
Death stare.
I've given
She takes the money off you, and she's like, "Right, well, I'll start saddling up the horses, and I'll get the cart ready.
Thank you.
Probably give me 30 minutes or so, and then I should have everything ready."
Oh. With
Cam.
all these investments, I've got so many
Cam.
meat.
She walks away. You can see her just like shaking her head. But in about half an hour or so, she brings out 3 sturdy-looking draft horses.
This is the one I fed earlier.
One of them is, yes. It's one of them, that's like a chestnut-coloured horse, and then the other 2 are darker brown colours. The cart
Horsey.
is a 4-wheeled cart. It doesn't have like a covering like a wagon, it's just open, but it has like a small box seat at the back, enough for 2 people to kind of sit on, and then there's probably enough space for you to sit on the actual wagon. Or you can ride the horse, that's fine as well, but that means only 2 people can fit on the back. 2 of you probably could ride a horse.
I'm really little though.
Yeah, I think actually between the 2 of you, yeah, like actually you'd probably be able to fit on the back.
So we've got
I'll fit
3
there.
horses
And the car.
and the cart. 2 people can go in the cart.
Falk kind of looks, he's like, I should probably ride a horse, I'm quite big.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
And same,
you
like,
can have a
Trelamar
horse.
is also quite tall. Dmitriev, he's quite stocky, but he's short, but he's
Oh,
quite wide.
Are we taking him? Do
we have to, apparently.
He won't leave.
Nope, not yet. Carry on.
The chat.
Consequences!
I'm going to go in the
yes,
back
freaking
with
so.
Dmitriev in the wagon.
Dmitriev,
Oh, yes.
do you have any money on you? Just, you know, 'cause
Dmitriev, you know that
we had to
money
pay
I
for
lent
your
you?
horse.
Well, I had money in the shop, but I'm assuming you helped yourselves when you went into the shop.
We didn't.
I didn't
You
take
know
any money.
that?
You had my word.
Oh,
Don't lie to them. We're all friends here. We know you've got that secret stash.
I have some money at the shop, yes.
How
Which
long would
is
it take
in
him
the-
to go to the shop and get it?
Probably about half an hour.
Is it worth it? He's going to have pittance, isn't he?
How much do you have there?
Yeah, let me think. I have maybe 100 gold.
That's right. That's right there. That's worth it. Half an hour. It'll take half that with a horse.
Yeah, if you just chuck him on a horse and send him to his shop and come back.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I'll go with
Mr.
Dmitri
Human,
and ride him.
can you get me some cheese while you're there?
Bit peckish. Okay.
He has really good cheese.
One wheel coming up.
So, are you riding the horse, or is Dimitri running the horse?
I'm
and
going
you're
to ride with him on the back.
So it's the 2 of you on one horse.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
That's normal, right? That's normal. 15.
And are you trying to be the main one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you get on, and Dmitriev is very he's not used. Like he's very uncertain.
Hold my
on the horse.
waist.
He's like okay, and he holds on.
Wrinkled. I know.
And you start riding your way back into town.
Yeah!
By the time you reach the shop, Dmitriev slips off. He's like, "Very well, friend, we go." And he looks back at you. He's like, "You spell on me!
You put spell on me!
No, you put spell on
Stop
me!
spelling me, Dmitriev!
You are with Broken
You're
Sky!"
with the broken sky.
And he starts to run away.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to throw a dagger at his leg.
Okay, make an attack roll.
For God's sake.
I've done this before, Dmitri! Shit.
10 will hit him, yeah.
Wow.
Is that enough to knock him down?
Well, roll some damage. You're throwing a dagger at him. You're not like knocking him out.
4.
Into his leg.
What? As I'm
You're
walking
trying
up to
to kill me! And like he's literally crawling along the ground,
it.
trying to get
Dmitri,
to his
you're
store.
killing yourself here. This is ridiculous.
You cast magic on me. Now you throw knife in leg. You are with them all along.
I should just kill you now. They won't even know.
He's like pulling it. He starts pulling himself
We're
up
never
onto the
gonna get
steps
to
and leading into his shop.
Not today.
He's like
Where's
hobbling
the,
along.
Where's the money,
Door
Dmitri?
slams.
Oh, for God's sake. So I'm going to try and kick open the door.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Can we like hear these screams at this
You,
point?
like, it was just these 2 running off. Like you guys are outside of the village.
3.
3. Ugh! It's like quite a reinforced door. He's obviously slid some sort of door lock on it.
Oh! Oh! Who are you? No! Broken sky!
Deception check.
It's a natural.
I rolled a natural 20. I don't believe you. You are the evil traitor scum.
Have I got a torch?
You come in shop, I kill you.
Have I got a torch? Like from my pack?
Duracell.
Yeah, but you've got a pack. What pack do you have? Explorer's pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got torches in there. Yeah, torches and like tinder box
I'm
and
going to
stuff.
light a torch and just set his shop on fire.
Oh my God! You are off the chain today.
Okay, you do that. I mean, you just light it. Do you say anything, or are you just gonna literally
Just
like?
gonna light it, and then he'll discover what's happening.
It's mainly a stone building, but he has like wooden door, wooden like window sills and things like that.
Just wanna smoke
with
them
a
out.
thatch roof. What do you want to do? Roof, window, or just the door? What do you want to do?
Window.
So you like literally shove this in and like you try and light the wooden slits on fire and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Right. You hear no, and like you can see like somebody trying to bat out flames, like doing in that. At this point, fucking idiots. The 4 guardsmen, 2 on either side of the gate, none of them notice that you're setting it on fire. You're like. By the time like the building is now like start smoking, the window is on
It's getting
fire.
quite smoky in there, Dimitri. If you might want to come out.
If you kill him.
He's like, no, I'd rather die in flame than trust you again.
Really? Dimitri. Oh my
You
god.
hear scrabbling. You can hear something going on.
I'm gonna jump in and try and get him out.
Jump in where?
Through the window.
It's sealed. It's you were lighting to shut windowsill, and it's
No,
now
wait.
and it's now blazing on fire.
I'm just gonna wait and cross my arms to see what happens.
Okay.
I'm getting my money.
So that was that. That's that. He's failed that.
Oh yeah. It might be toasted cheese.
Smoked cheese.
Smoked cheese.
You're gonna get caught by guards.
Oh, I need to do that. Thank you for reminding me. Are you still lighting it, or have you just walked away?
I've
Can we
walked away.
see the smoke or anything?
I'm giving
Yeah.
it
In a
some
few
distance.
rounds, you will. Yes. So 3 of the guys are like, "Oh, Dimitri's shop's on fire!" And like they all start converting, and they're like, "You there? What happened? Why is it on fire?"
There's no water. Help me.
They're like, right, and they start like running off to the well, and they start getting like buckets of water and things like that. Give me a deception check quickly.
No. 19.
Yeah, he's just like, "Oh yeah, quick!"
There's a man trapped. I think it's Dimitri. He's
Oh,
trapped in
all
there.
right, yeah. No, they're like, "Try and help me open this door." And like one of
Alright.
the guards gets his spear, and they're trying to wedge it
Oh my
open.
god, these
Are you
guards
gonna try
are
and
so
help them?
stupid.
I'm gonna pretend to.
Oh my
So you
god.
don't. So you'll hold on to the spear, and you're like, "Ah!" You're not doing anything.
No, not doing shit.
Okay, hang on. Oh, actually, this guy seems quite strong. He's probably like a sturdy lumberjack. Like he's just like, you can hear something bing snap on
Teamwork!
the inside. The door opens. He's like, all this billowing black smoke starts rolling out of it.
Save him.
Dimitri, where
He's a
are
dear
you?
friend of mine.
There is no sound. Like you can just hear like coughing. The guard stumbles in.
There goes my hero.
He's like, I've seen it. Thump.
Oh,
Great. I might just close the door.
what?
You evil fuck.
No, I'm gonna run in.
That would be an evil act to leave an innocent man.
I'm gonna
to his
suck in
death.
all my breath.
It's now flaming, like billowing smoke. The
Sucking
heat is
in
getting
all my
quite
breath.
intense.
I'm also gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself,
Okay,
which gives me +2 bonus to AC.
that won't help you against fire,
It
unfortunately.
feels nice though, Mark.
Yeah. I mean, like you feel empowered with Avandra.
It's a bonus action as well.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna run in and try and find them.
Okay, so you need to give me 2 checks. One, you need to give me a perception check, because the billowing smoke is currently like all in your eyes.
10.
10. You can see a vague shape on the floor, but it's like the smoke is over. Now you need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
If you die.
Natural 20!
Like,
Oh my
you
god.
hug over your mouth and you're like, okay, I fucked up, I need to get in here, and you start billowing through. You grab one of the bodies, you turn it over, and it's the guardsman who obviously walked in. He just seemed to like get overcome by the smoke and kind of passed
Just gonna
out.
drag him out.
You like drag him out, coughing and spluttering. At this point, the flame is getting pretty intense. As you're dragging him out, you take 3 points of fire damage. The flame's just licking, but you manage to like just pull him out in time. The guardsman looks quite badly burnt, like he's got several severe burns up his arm, but like not super injurious, kind of like first degree that's the lightest one? First degree burns, and you like pull him out, but at this point now the shop is just full of black smoke. You guys have now all seen this just column of black smoke rising up from the town.
There's a
And there's
fire.
just fire just blazing and roaring.
Isn't that
Are we just going to know instinctively? Oh.
No,
It's
you
buttoned.
don't know that It is coming from the town, and it happened just after you expect Cam and Dimitri would have got there.
It's probably
Isn't
not.
that the direction Mr. Human and Mr. Dimitrov went in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, you get the guard out, you clear him from the building,
Go back in.
you're going to try and go back in.
Yeah. I'm going to
Perception
put a
check.
rag around my mouth this time.
Okay, so at this point as well, the other guards have arrived with water and they're desperately trying to douse it. Like, they're
Someone needs to help me find a man inside. There's still another guy in here.
Ugh. And like, two of them, give me a persuasion check.
You're gonna kill another guard.
11.
Okay, they kind of look at you and they're just like, we can't go in there, it's a death trap, are you mad?
I'll do your job. I'll run in.
Okay, give me perception check and a constitution save. So perception check first.
That is a 14.
14. In the back room, it was behind a curtain. You can just see a boot sticking out, and you're pretty sure it must be Dimitrov.
Okay. 8.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
So you take 6 more points of fire damage, and you are exhausted from the smoke. Like, you're currently like coughing and sputtering. It's hard to breathe. You managed to grab hold of Dimitrov. I just need to roll some things.
Roll the death dice.
His body is just licked with flames, like it's on fire, like the flames have kind of spread
Healing
through.
word.
It looks like as you pass through, he had some oil and things like lantern oil in his shop, and as you set fire to the thing, it caught onto the bookcase they were stored on, and that's why the fires got so intense so quickly. Are you casting healing word on him now, or are you
Yeah.
pulling him out?
Healing word now.
That's a bonus action, right?
I think so. Yeah. Double check. Yeah.
Okay, you summon the prayer of Evandra, you course the healing magic through his body, you don't know what effect it's had,
Okay.
because the smoke is just everywhere, and then you're going to try and pull him out.
Yes.
You need to give me another constitution saving throw.
Is it strength or constitution?
Constitution saving throw. You
13.
can drag him enough. But you do take another 4 points of fire damage as well. Like, you have like that now, like your body is scorched, like it's inflamed, and you just throw him out. You don't get any worse from the smoke. You're still exhausted though. Just like you're constantly coughing. At this point, more of the village has arrived, and they're desperately like throwing water, and they're starting to pad it out. And you just cough there. The guard who you rescued earlier, like he's like, like a few people have helped him wake up. He's like clutching his arm, but he's alive. You look at Dimitrov, he's dead. Like even before you
Shit.
cast healing word on him, he died from the flames.
Oh,
Damn it!
For
Shit.
fuck's sake.
I'm gonna go in and look for some cheese.
No!
You don't know, do you? No, I was gonna say.
You grabbed some on the way out.
Do you know what though? That's a perfect time for us to take a break, everybody. We're gonna play fan art video.
Unbelievable.
Fan art video.
It's his own
Break.
fault.
Killed Dimitri.
He killed himself.
You killed him.
He killed himself.
him.
He could have run out.
We're
of
gonna
eggs.
take a break. We will see you guys in five or so minutes.
Enjoy.
And we will see you then. Enjoy the fan art.
Bye.
Bye.
Unbelievable.
Now hear ye, oh you rascals, with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise, which heroes is when he's sticking past his husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun in looking so as trees are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your roast propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic, but he never found his true love sight, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Marley was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down the company of the song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, foul, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to the drunken friends of mine. Now hear ye, oh you rascals, with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise, which heroes is when he's sticking past his husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun in looking so as trees are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your roast propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic, but he never found his true love sight, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Marley was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down the company of the song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, foul, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to the drunken friends of mine. Grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her from behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes for all the thirsty, drunken friends to hide. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her from behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes for all the thirsty, drunken friends to hide. Now hey-yo, you rascals, with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes won't be high. Hey, the master of concealment and an adept at disguise, with heroes is when he's seeking faster husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pie. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.
And one day while he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made him fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a dwarf, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell him all directly, and she married him that night. So they're happy now, they can't be up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose, rose and toast to the drunken friends of mine.
Hello, welcome back to High Rollers D&D. I hope you enjoyed that break and the awesome fan art. We've been having some fun chats.
You say chats,
Look at
we've
this
mostly
fucking
been
grin.
shouting at Trot.
No regrets.
No regrets. So,
But that's the worrying part. No regrets.
so
You will soon.
the rest of you. Just a quick note, by the way, there is no giveaway this week because we didn't have time to sort it all out. But hopefully next week I will give away the Monster Manual, which is the remaining book from Wizards. So we'll do that next week, I think. But yes, so Juto, Trell, Elora, and Falk all eventually you make your way back to town.
We would.
To see the scene of the village of Faden, desperately the kind of last remnants of fire being put out as the whole village is throwing buckets of water and trying to like fan out the smoke and things like that. And desperately trying to quell this fire. There is a burnt guard who's kind of being looked after and nursed by a couple of the villagers. You can see Cam is covered in numerous kind of like, his skin is very red, his cloak and clothing has been like singed and burnt, and there is a very badly burned body of Dmitriev on the floor.
Very badly burnt.
Very badly burned! Oh God, please!
I'm kneeling and once again, for the second time today, praying to Avandra for the wonderful life that Dimitri's had.
And for forgiveness?
For
When
forgiveness.
when you do that, as you go to do that, you realise that your holy symbol, there is a tarnish to it that wasn't there before. It seems faded and dull in colour. It is no longer, the ring is very dull and it looks, strange. And your prayers, you don't feel were necessarily heard. There's the relationship between a cleric and his deity, like you generally know when your prayers are being at least listened to. There seems to be an emptiness, as if speaking to an empty room.
Oh. The flood of the realization of what's happened
Probably
is
sets in now.
dawning on Cam. His adrenaline is subsiding.
The
Juto
rest of you
goes.
see the scene as I described.
I go and kneel down by Dimitrov.
Mm-hmm.
Because as much as she didn't show it, Juto kind of liked him and kind of wanted to, get to know him a bit.
Help him.
Help him out, get him to tell us, well, what happened?
He said, no, I'm not going to joke.
You have lost your god,
Chris
sir.
Trott is just like,
Things were out of hand. I might have set his shop on fire.
What?
And he locked himself inside. I thought smoking him out, he would come immediately out, and he said, no, I'd rather die than get taken by the broken sky, which I thought was a good rhyme, but it was inappropriate for the moment.
You are responsible for this.
I'm
You
very,
murdered him in cold blood.
very hot, but good point. Look, I use my jokes as a mask.
Did I just hear you say that you set fire to the place? Like one of the guards looks up.
Yes.
They kind of look around, and the whole village seems to kind of be a bit like they're all looking at you like.
Was this in town?
Yeah, you're in the middle of the town, and everyone
Okay.
came to help put the fire out and stuff like that.
My geography was off.
And these guards are looking at you,
Oh god.
and they're like, well, you need to come with us. Like, we need to lock you up. Like, you killed him. Like, you set fire to his place. That's a crime.
It is. I accept that. I walk with them.
Well, they don't even walk it. They don't seem to know what to do. Rika, the half-elf, is kind of stood there, and she's like, well, he technically was a member of the Broken Sky, which is a group which stole our lumber and attacked us, but this is... I don't really know what we should do about this. Like, you did help us recover some of the town's goods, but... yeah, like... Did he attack you? Is there anything to this that you're not telling us?
Not really. He was a good man, and he didn't deserve to die the way I killed him. So I've got nothing.
Juto's just looking at him shocked, like she thought she knew Cam Buckland, and this is so...
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I could see how the prank went wrong, but... Jesus.
I judged his character wrong. He was a man that was...
One of the guards, the burnt guard, is like, well, he did try. He did at least save me, and he did go back in after him. He did try and pull him out of there.
He's dead though, isn't he?
Yeah. Rika's like, well, I think you should probably come with us for the time being until we can figure out what we want to do about this.
Very well.
And the guards are like, well, come with us then. They kind of have their spears at the ready, but they're not pointing them at you or anything. If you just walk with them, they take you to where you were holding Dimitrov.
Yep.
And they lock you in there. Rika turns to the rest of you and she's like, I need to think about this. I'm not really the leader of the town, but I'm the closest thing we have, so I need to figure out what we're going to do about this. I'm sorry.
Miss Rika, is there a graveyard here?
Yeah, there's one just outside of the town. Probably makes sense. I mean, I feel kind of conflicted. He was here spying on us. He was helping them steal from us. But I don't know, there's something about this where I don't know. It feels strange.
From what he told us, he didn't want to, but they threatened him. They threatened his life.
Oh, it's
Regardless,
pretty tragic.
those who are dead deserve respect, regardless of who they are in life.
You're right. You're right. We'll make sure he's buried. And a couple of the villagers you can see are like bringing out like burial cloths and wrapping him up and stuff like that.
I stick with them and
Yeah.
like make sure that he kind of gets.
Yeah, like they actually said once they finish wrapping up the body and they take him away, they don't take him straight to a burial. There's like a small stone building near the cemetery where they store him on like a large stone tablet. There's a local man there. It just seems to be a kind of elderly man who wears simple robes. He's not so much a priest as such, but he seems to be a scholar. There's a number of books in the room. He's just like, oh, hello, I'm Brother Wild. I'm a cleric of Erathis. I take it you know this man. This is Dimitri, if I'm right. Is that correct?
We knew him briefly.
Oh, well, we'll keep his body here until a proper grave can be dug and stone erected, and then I'll give him his final piece and we'll lay him to rest here. He didn't have any family here, so I imagine it might be a bit of a somber affair, but...
If you don't mind, I would like to stay with the body for a time.
Yes, if you wish to, my dear. Yes, of course.
Okay. And I just sit near his body, just,
Mhm.
you know, give him some respect that he deserves.
Yeah, cool.
For the second time today, Druid craft flowers and place it on top of the body.
Yeah, just like get a bunch of grass seeds that bloom into flowers, place them on it. You are basically, locked up, and then the guards kind of take position outside, but there's definitely a sense of they don't really know what to do with you. They're not... There's a kind of hesitant anger there, but there's also a strange confusion. Because you did try and rescue, like, one of them, and you did help the town, so they're not really sure what to do. What are you doing at the minute? Just like...
Can we get our money back for the horse that he's not going to use?
Well,
Technically, he was going
we're
on
not
wagon.
going. We're
Oh,
not
that's
going anywhere right now, so we need to get all of that back.
Because of his tomfoolery, we now have been set back even further. When there are people that could actually be dying for real, properly, because of the broken sky.
Don't nod, DM.
He's got a point. That's all I'm just nodding that he has a point. Cool.
I don't know what to do.
Well, if you guys
Fuck it, leave him there.
if you guys don't know what to do, if you're not going to head off, are you going to rest in the town? Like, you still
Yeah.
technically have a room that you paid
I
for.
think given how confused we all feel about everything, I think if we leave, it's just, like, I think we're all too confused right now. It's
Yeah.
kind of, like, we don't really understand what the hell happened, and, like...
The one person that you notice hasn't really said or done anything is Falk. He seems to be pretty shaken up by it all.
I'm still with the body, so
Yeah.
I'm not with...
What do you think, Falk? You were very pally with Mr. Buckland.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He kind of goes to answer you, but he can't. He kind of just nods his head and just gets quite quiet, really. And it's just like, well, I need to think about it, really.
You know, this isn't the first time we've heard Mr. Buckland being accused of murder in the past.
Really? Maybe he's not the person I thought he was. And then he's just like, I think I'm gonna go have a sleep somewhere. He heads off back to the tavern.
I think I'm gonna go to the stables and try and just say to the woman, can we delay? We still want the horses, but can we delay the service?
I mean, she basically says to you that now that you've rented them, like, you can use them until you deliver them.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
it's
so it wouldn't make a difference for us having them at the moment.
not really, not for an extra day or whatever it's going to be. She
The
says to you, if
circumstances.
it's going to take like a week, then yeah, she'll take them back for the time being. But if it's just a day, you can stable them at her stable, like you basically
We'll
deliver
just
the horses
leave
there.
them there.
Yeah.
We'll just leave them at the stable just now so that there's
Yeah.
nothing, but then we'll come and pick them up when we need
Yeah.
to leave.
That's pretty much what you agree with her, and she's fine with that.
Where have they taken...
So where they were
Okay.
storing Dimitri, there's a large old
Okay.
manor house, which is kind of used as a mixed building, really. It has the marshal's office, it has Eureka's
I
office,
am
and things
going
like
to
that.
head off in that direction.
Okay.
And I'm going to disguise myself as an old woman
Okay.
and just
Uh,
head off there.
The old woman? Or-
The old woman.
The old woman. You eventually make your way there. There are two guardsmen basically in the room outside this kind of small stairway going down that leads to a reinforced door. And they're like, "Oh, can we help you?"
Yes, please. The poor chap who was murdered
My Dimitriv, he was my nephew! Oh, and I just want to see the bastard who killed him face to face! You know how it is, my darling, you know how the bond that a mother has with his son, you know, you need to
They look
see him!
confused for a moment. They're like, didn't he shoot? Well, and then they're like, so, give me a deception check, technically.
You're in for it now, mate.
Can he hear that voice?
Yep.
25.
They're like,
I roll good when it counts.
they like come up to you and they're like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know, darling!
Do you want one of us to come in with you?
Oh, no. You stay on
Well,
guard.
if there's any
if you
trouble-
hear any screaming, that'll be him, the bastard.
All right. And then they go down. Like you see one of the guards' faces poke through and he unlocks it.
I'm facing my back to the door,
door.
looking at a wall.
Yep. Okay.
Just
You
sat on the floor.
They're like, just let us know if there's any trouble.
Oh, I will, darling, thank you. You're such a considerate, nice boy, a very handsome young man.
And he like gestures you in lovingly, like a grandma. And then he shuts the door behind you. You hear a lock, and then footsteps going up the short steps back up towards the main room.
I just have my eyes closed, still.
Is there what is in this room?
It's
Is it just completely underground?
It's underground, so it's like a basement. It used to be a wine cellar, so there is a few empty wine racks, but it's basically stone with some straw padding, like straw beds basically laid down. That's pretty much it. A bucket in the corner. That's pretty much it, really. But there's definitely like, if you speak quietly, the guards won't hear you.
Okay. I will speak quietly then.
You don't have to speak quietly on the stream.
I'm gonna speak
But yeah, okay.
Buckland.
Irresponsive, unresponsive.
I'm just gonna go up to him and just spin him round.
Do you
Buckland!
resist?
Yes,
Pull yourself together, come on.
I'm as pulled together as I can be.
Look, we need to get you out of here.
Why? I committed a crime. It's the law.
You've made a foolish error, yes, but we have done a lot to help this town. We have done a lot to help many towns in this past few weeks. We need to, carry on and just get through this.
How do you plan on getting me out for committing a murder? And are you going to commit a crime to get me out?
Look, I'm a drow. Everyone thinks I've committed all the crimes imaginable.
And you don't want to change that stereotype?
It hasn't done me any problems so far. And I'd sooner I get some sort of slap on the wrists than you, Buckland. Well, I know that deep down you are a bit of a tosspot, but, you're a good tosspot.
I killed a man.
Well,
It's not a joke trail.
Technically, you have killed many people up to this point. You have fought.
I killed a man
creatures.
that didn't deserve it.
That's the distinction.
that is true, but, I'm not the judge here.
Evandra's the judge, and she did not answer me.
Well, perhaps if we free you, you can prove yourself to her in our further adventures that you are a man who is worth saving.
I don't know if I am.
You're a git. Right.
I'll go with you,
You'll go with me?
but there won't be as many jokes, Troll.
Well, that's as maybe, but hopefully we'll be able to bring the old you back.
Now you go work out how to bend the rules so that we don't commit another crime. And I'll,
Well, I was counting on committing another crime to get you out of it.
great. Perhaps Granamir can cause a distraction, and we can just leg it.
Is there any... Well, I guess he's with me, isn't he?
No, I would have assumed before you transform into Granny Trell, you have him.
So he's
outside.
He's outside.
Yeah.
Can I get Granamir then to distract the guards? Like, I don't know, like attack them in some way?
You can.
Don't kill them.
Not kill them, no,
No,
just
you can-
just enough to like.
You can definitely like
cause them-
send him a message to kind of be like, make a distraction, make
Yeah.
a noise, get their attention. There's one. As soon as you kind of start thinking about this, there's two problems.
Right.
One, they locked the door behind you when you
Yep.
when you went in because you are going in there and it's still a prisoner. So the door is currently locked. And also, once you get out of the town, you then need to get Cam out of the village itself. So even if you get him outside of this building, you then do need to think of a way of how you're going to get him out. I mean, it's not far. It's only a small, like, wooden palisade wall, but you do just need to get him past people. So
Yeah.
you'll either need to sneak or use some magic or some trick or something like that. But the main problem is the fact that the door is currently locked behind you.
Okay.
I'm all ears
I should
now.
point out, he's having this serious conversation with you whilst as an old woman.
Yeah.
Using my
aware.
own voice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Trell's voice, not screechy granny Trell voice, but yeah. So what would you like
have
to
you
do?
told the others that you're doing this for one?
No, they have no idea.
So they may not.
If anything, they think that I'm against you, that you're a bit of a cock, and that you should rot in here for the rest of your natural. But
Do they agree?
no,
Even if you spend all this effort getting me out, are they gonna want me back?
well, I don't know. I don't know. But they're sticking around. That's the main thing, and I think that is a sign to show that they're still standing by you. The fact that they're still here, they haven't moved on to Talisfal, they haven't thrown their hands up and said, let's be done with him.
I think we need to do something a bit more intelligent than a dash and run right now. Then we need to talk to the leader of this town and sort that out. The moral compass.
If that's what you wish. If you think that will help, well, I can't say it's going to help prove your innocence because you
She's the one
set
that
a man's
determines
house
the
on
law,
fire.
right? And if she
That's
thinks
true.
that this, can be passed on, or some form of, punishment on me that allows me to leave and, fulfill that,
Chop off your natural 20.
how dare you? Don't you dare. That's not going anywhere. I may as well be dead, Trell.
It can be arranged, I'm sure.
Well, I think, go talk to the others, see what they think.
Okay.
I'll go with what you guys decide.
Alright, I shall,
Back up to the door.
yeah. Alright, my darlings, let me out!
I'll plug my
All right,
ears.
dear. They open the door. You all right? Are you all right?
Oh,
And they just
throw the fucking book at him!
and they like lock the door.
Roger him with a glass bottle, that's what I say!
That's a bit extreme, but all right, come
It
on.
burnt down his shop with him inside! My poor nephew, Dimitri!
Didn't she say he was his mother earlier?
No, I said bloody nephew! Not that dim!
And then they like gesture
Oh
you
my
out.
god. Oh my
Can you hear that?
Oh yeah, no, he
I'm
is the whole
dying.
thing going up.
I'm
But
wincing
it's
because I know
screeching.
he's convincing the guards that he did an atrocity and we're trying to work on correcting that. I'm like, alright.
Cool.
I'm gonna head back to wherever these guys are. Where
Still
are they?
Granny Trail? Or do you once you get further
Let's
away,
get further away.
transfer
I'll
back?
just
Yeah,
transform back
back.
to me also.
The magic fades. Granny flies down, wraps around your neck again.
I'm still with Dimitri's body.
Yeah, I'm assuming you'll just wait there, meditating.
Just
Okay.
giving him,
Where's the
giving him
moral?
some goddamn
I'd
respect.
probably go back to where Juto is as well.
So there you go. Falk is still in the tavern. There's not really, it's like, if you try and go and speak to him, he's basically like, he's just in his room, door shut.
Yeah.
He's just sleeping. He's not in bed. But yeah, eventually you ask around, you find out that the tiefling and the elf are at the mausoleum, the cemetery, that they point you that way. It's a small stone structure, just kind of a little thing with enough room for a couple of bodies to be prepared in. A small little office off to the side, like with a bed and stuff in it. But you eventually find your way there. Trell enters. It's open door really, so you just walk in.
I've lit some incense
There is a
for the
sweet
second
smell.
time today.
Flowers
I
everywhere.
look at the body
Incense.
of Dimitriv and I.
It's currently all wrapped up.
Well,
Um,
I can
Yeah,
see
you
it.
kind
I
of give
just
it a
sort of-
nod.
Yeah, just sort of think, we had some good times together, you and I.
I
He didn't.
Scared you to death. Yeah, it's
I
great.
did.
Yeah, great times.
We were a
Fun
total
times.
dick to him.
Yeah.
I've been to speak with Mr. Buckland in his cell. He is a shell of the man he once was. He wants to try and play this by the book, and he is ready to take any punishment that comes his way. And he's not sure whether or not you wish to stand by him, but I have made my opinions known that I will try to help him.
I have a life debt to him regardless of how I feel.
Elora, what do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. So small.
We can't leave him behind.
No.
But he does need to face whatever punishment comes his way.
We should speak to Miss Rika and see if we can arrange for him to come with us. Perhaps we can convince her that it would be better to remove him from this village entirely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you go after?
You guys going to do that now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stay with Dimitrov.
So these two are going to go and speak to her.
Because in Tiefling culture, I mean, you know, just ripping off shamelessly here.
No, that's
But,
perfectly allowed.
As in with like Chinese culture, you have a wake. And since Dimitrov, I think because Juto sees a kind of like, because he has no family or anything left, you know, and we did kind of hurt him, like physically,
You're
mentally.
responsible for his situation.
We are all responsible for his situation. So Juto feels that she just wants to stay and make sure he gets some kind of family, some kind of someone just looking out for him, you know, now that he's gone. So Juto will stay and hold a wake for him.
Okay. So you two go off. I'm gonna go off and speak to Rika. Okay, you take you head back into the town. The cemetery's not far out of town. It's not even that, like 2 or 3 minutes walk sort of thing. Just sort of outside on a hill. You eventually find Rika. You have to track her down a little bit. You ask around the town. The town is in a very somber mood. They're generally shocked by it. This sort of thing doesn't happen in a place like this. I mean, the lumber being stolen was one thing, but you know, to actually have a shop burnt down and a death like. And also the situations around it, like people are just a bit not really sure. You eventually find Rika in, you actually find her drinking in the tavern. She's like, oh, hello. Sorry about this, like I just need to come and have a drink for a little bit. I just need to gather my thoughts really. You can see there's quite a few empty glasses. She's not drunk, but you can see she's kind of a bit slurry and a bit drunken.
We need to discuss what is going to happen with our companion,
Yeah.
Mr. Buckland.
Yeah, we do. I've been thinking about it. I mean, I'm kind of responsible for the people here, but I'm not an authority figure. I'm not a law keeper. I'm not a marshal. I don't really know the law. I just know that what he did is wrong. But at the same time, he also did stuff that is right. You know, without all of you, we wouldn't have got our lumber back. We'd lose so much money. People would lose their jobs. But at the same time, he went back in. He got that guard. He tried to save that man. He's dead. I think it's probably best. What do you think? She kind of like looks at you. What do you want to do?
Well, I think we all agree that there should be some form of punishment, and I think he himself knows that he has found himself a far greater punishment than any of us can probably understand.
Yeah.
But we do think that, you know, he has aided your small town, you know, and he has aided many, and he has helped save my life on numerous occasions. Perhaps it is best if he has some form of punishment, so that the people of the town do see that he has, you know, had some punishment for his actions, that this can't go unpunished. But at the same time, I do think there should be some form of leniency, that we should be allowed to bring him with us, where we can keep a closer eye on him.
Yeah. I think I need to think about what that punishment will be. But I will, in the morning, after we bury Dimitrov, I'll release him to you. You have to leave. You have to get on your way and take him with you. But I also need to think of something we do to say some punishment. I don't know what that'll be, but something. If you agree with that, that's fine.
No, I think that's fair enough.
I will see you bright and early in the morning. I'll meet you up at the manor house where he is. She just kind of gives you a nod. She stands up a bit, swaying, and walks out the door. The innkeeper kind of gives you an eye, just puts his ass back, and he's just like, oh, I guess you want some rooms for the night then, I guess, again? Your half-orc friend's already sleeping up in one, so I prepared the others just in case.
Guess we better have, haven't we, really? What do you think?
The place where Cam is, we camped out there before, didn't we, for Dmitriev?
Yeah, you kind of. It wasn't very comfortable. You kind of slept on bedrolls on like hard floor and stuff like that. You can stay there if you want.
I want to do that.
Okay. I was like, well, all right, I'll take one room off, but you're still welcome to stay. You paid good coin. You can stay if you want.
I'm staying with
I
Dmitriev.
figured you would, but yeah.
I think you're probably right. No, that's fine. Well,
All right, I'll just
We'll
your
just stay with
half-orc
our
friend
friend.
then. Very well. I'll let him know that you're up there in the morning.
thank you.
He kind of gives you a nod, goes back to cleaning his glass. I'm going to assume then that everybody goes to rest. In the morning, quite early on, Falk doesn't appear, but instead Rika comes to you guys. It's like, I should let you know they're having your friend, the Tiefling, she's down at the cemetery. The Father Wild is going to bury Dmitriev now, if you wanted to head down there, and then when you come back we can talk about what we're going to do with him, and sort of gestures towards the prison bit. I didn't know if you'd want to join for the burial, so...
I think given everything that's happened, we probably should. It's the least we can do to pay our respects.
You head your way there, you meet up with Juto. The fatherly priest has a few assistants, young lads, brought in from like the lumberjack just to help carry the body. It's lowered into a shallow, a basic grave. There is a tombstone, not much has been written on it, just here lies Dmitriev from Briarcrest. May he find rest, and that's pretty much it. It's a very somber kind of thing. The brother basically just says a few basic words. In the name of Arathis, commit your body to this ground, may you prosper in the afterlife, that sort of thing. Eventually the dirt is laid on top, and that's pretty much it. He's just kind of, the brother gives you this wisely nod and then heads his way back into the mausoleum. Rest of you... Hoke went down the wrong hole. Yeah, do you guys want to just head back to the manor house? Yeah. And then you find that? Rika is there, and when you notice, she kind of gives you this look of a very dark, serious expression, and you can see that the elderly gnome blacksmith is there, and she's brought basically what appears to be a kind of bucket of water, looks to be a branding iron, and then a small kind of portable little forge. Rika's like, well, I had to think about this quite a lot. I'm going to release your friend in your custody as we agreed last night, and you need to take him to Talis Val.
Thank you.
He's not to ever return to this village, and I read into it. I did some reading in some books we had. There's a custom for people that had committed crimes. I don't want to call him a murderer. What he did is he killed a man, but not intentionally. This is a brand to show that he has committed a grave crime, but he has been let go. But if he does it again, the marshals will know what this means, and they will take this into account. It's a small brand. It could be quite painful, but this is what I think is the fairest. I don't know how you feel about this, though.
I think that seems pretty fair, do you? Yep.
I'm just silent. Juto's just silent.
Well, we'll bring him out and see what he says to this. I mean, maybe you can convince him. I don't know. And you hear the door open. A couple of guards. Are you facing the wall again, or are you looking at it? They're like, "All right, mate. You need to come with us."
I slowly stand up.
Turn around.
Head is like pointing at the floor.
Yeah.
And just walk towards them.
They don't shackle you or anything. You just feel them like one moves behind you, the other one leads you up the stairs. You exit out this old manor house. It sits on like a slight crest of a hill, just looking down on like a lot of the village, and you can see outside Trail Alora and Juto, no Falk. Outside, you can see this elderly gnome is just pumping a small bellows and a kind of small, what looks to be like a kind of handheld mini forge. There's a bucket of water and a long iron sticking out of the mini forge. Rika, the red hair, is just like Cam Buckland, right? That's your name. As leader of Faden, I've come to a decision what to do. You are to be released to your companions. You are never to return to Faden again. And as per the traditions of the Old Kingdom, you are to be branded as a killer, but not through intention. My understanding is that if marshals are to encounter this brand, it will be taken against you, and the leniency will not be given, and you will suffer extra consequences for your crimes. do you agree to this ruling? And she just sort of like looks around like not quite sure what to say.
Yes.
In that case, step forward, and like the guards now kind of like, not aggressively, they just kind of hold your arm, roll up your sleeve, turn your wrist over. She looks and she's like, this will probably hurt. Do you want something to bite down on, or? Nope. Okay. And then,
Is it right or left?
which do you prefer?
For the fan art.
Which do you prefer, I guess?
I don't care.
In that case, it's the left arm they take. The gnomish lady, has quite a stoic expression. Eventually, the heat of the fire rises out, and she pulls out this glowing ember. It's not too large, maybe the size of a coin, and it just has some strange runes on it that you've not seen before. She's like, "All right, dear, hold of the arm." And there's an intense pain, like a flaring pain. I'm not going to roll hit points. It's just something you have to keep in mind that, you know.
Close my eyes, just like grip my teeth.
You really struggle, like you kind of wish you'd had something to bite down on now because it hurts your teeth to bite down so hard. Eventually it's released, and that's what hurts the most, is when it tears some of the flesh. It's quite scalding, but the gnomish lady, as soon as she's finished, she puts the thing back, and then she instantly gets on it. She doesn't pour water on it. She just is like, you need to wait for it to cool. It cools down, and then she puts like a cream and bandages it up, and it hurts, but she's just like, this will scar, but it shouldn't get infected now. Rika looks at the rest of you and she's like, well, I guess that's the end of this business. You must now leave, and you are not welcome to return.
Very well.
She kind of nods and she says, despite all of this, I still thank you for helping us and recovering that lumber and doing what you can to save those men, but yeah. And she kind of gives you a nod, and they start to leave.
Where is he buried? I looked at Trell, because that's the only person I've talked to.
I'll take you.
Okay.
Jito steps forward. And, but before we go, I kind of take my sleeve and mop the sweat off your face, because presumably you're going to be sweating.
Yeah, like he's like
away,
dripping
yeah.
with sweat. You can see his hair sticking to his forehead, and it's just kind of plastered.
So I kind of wipe the sweat off your face and then lead you towards the cemetery.
Just
What do you guys want to do?
No response.
I don't know. What do we do? Do we get the horses ready to move, or do
I'm gonna
we
wait
talk?
by the gates.
Do we? What about Folk? That's what I'm thinking about. Is, you know, he's not aware, is he? What's going on?
No.
He's just gonna.
He's been sleeping.
Yeah.
You can go get him.
Yeah. I'll go and. Would you be alright to prepare the horses? Yes. I don't know.
Oh, they're at the stables.
Oh, the stables, aren't they? Oh, well, let's go. Let's go and talk to Folk, and then we can get the horses.
You lead Cam to the cemetery. There's a fresh grave kind of dug out that you lead into. You see the tombstone with just the basic words written on it.
When we get there, I take out the incense that he was previously taking the piss out of, do a little, and then pass it over.
I take them, stick them in the ground near the gravestone that they put, and light them with, I guess, the tinder box that I've got, and just say sorry. And
Just quiet moment, kind of passes over, there's no more words. You two, when you get to the tavern, it's still early when you get in there. The innkeeper's like, oh, hello, I was going to come and see you. I told your friend, the half-orc, that you were up at the manor, but he just said to give you this, and he hands over a letter. He said, I think he's already left.
Shall I open it up and have a read?
You open it up. I won't do the exact contents because I'm sure Martin can write something when he wants to. He'll probably send it round. But it's basically that Falk has decided to head off to Talisval on his own anyway. He needs to think about everything that's happened, and he's not sure. He just needs to figure it out on his own. So he's going to make his own way there, and he'll see you in the capital.
Let's go sort out the horses.
You guys head that way. Again, it's not a problem. She understands. She, it's like, oh yeah, it's fine. She doesn't seem to know what's been going on in the town, so she just assumes that you changed your mind, you wanted to rest or something. Gets the horses ready.
We don't have 2 of our companions anymore, so we don't need as many horses.
So it's just 4 of you then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, you can just 1 horse and 1 cart.
Is that okay?
Yes, I suppose. I'll just give you the money back, I suppose. So it would be 60 for that, so they give you that. She gives you 100 gold back.
Okay.
She's like, if you're not going to take them,
Well done, Cam. That was a bit of money back. Good lad.
fucking Trell. Oh, gotta save that 100 gold. Glad a man's dead.
I'm gonna silently crawl into the wagon and just lie down in the back.
Okay.
That's it.
So you guys make your way there. Cam crawls into the back, just doesn't say a word. Who is going where? So do you want to ride? Are you two going to go in the back? What's going to go on?
Well, I'm smaller, so I should go in the cart, right?
Yep.
Because it can't take so much weight.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Cam's
it's
lying
right.
down so two people can sit in it. It's not going to be very pleasant for him, but he's just lying down anyway. So the two of you could go in the back and you
Yeah.
could ride up front. Because I think actually you're quite well versed in horses anyway. You can easily guide it without having to make checks because you learn back in the
I
monastery.
have proficiency in land,
Land vehicles, which counts as a horse. Land vehicle, that's what a horse is apparently. But no, also just like
a Land Rover.
but it's knowing how to guide the horse with the wagon attached and not to make it too rough. And you guys go on your way. It's not an eventful journey. With the horse and wagon, it's slightly slower than just going with a number of horses. It still takes you just over a day to reach the capital. The scene, as you begin to make your way, I mean, over that day, is there anything you want to do, anything you want to talk about, or is it just a solemn, kind of quiet, travelling journey?
I want to check on his wrist.
Yeah, so like each, you kind of unbandage it, look at it. The salve that she put over it seems to not quite be healing, but it prevents it from getting infected and things like that. You use what knowledge you have to, keep applying similar ointments and treatments. You make sure it's bandaged freshly and things like that. It will scar quite badly. It will be very visible, but it will heal, and it's not going to do any lasting damage. This kind of large, like the size of a large coin.
Elora doesn't know what to do with you.
It says consequences in there.
That's what
it
says
looks
in
like
Dwarven.
Mark's face.
It's my face, just like.
I will say, as Cam, that this is a demon that's going to haunt me for a while, and I apologise to all of you for what I've done. The jokes won't be as good for a while.
The
The
night
joke's on me now.
when you travel, the first night, it takes you over a day, so you do have to rest. And you kind of stop the wagon, you get your camp beds out, you camp. You dream. You dream of being in a room that is on fire. It's filling with smoke. You can feel the heat. It's quite traumatic and quite horrifying. But during it, you can feel that the ring, your holy symbol ring, it does pulse with an energy. And you just hear this voice, which you know to be Evandra's. She's spoken to you once before, but often it doesn't come in dreams. And it's just like, she says to you, "You have failed me, Cam Buckland. I am not a killer. I am not a god of vengeance or foolishness. I am a god of luck. I am a goddess of coin, but not of this. You must make up for this. You must right this wrong. Until you do, you will not have my favour, and luck will be against you. Know this and learn from it." And then the dream ends. You are going to have very bad luck until you make up for this. What that means, you don't know. But you just have this sense of when you wake that luck has turned against you now.
I assume I wake up in a cold sweat.
Yes, your clothes stick to your body. Again, you can see these guys have probably been up for a little few seconds and things like that. And yeah, you're left with that knowledge. Again, that sensation of that clustered feeling in the flames. It's not pleasant. You definitely would not like to be in that situation again.
Mm-hmm.
But you continue on your journey. I'm going to make some progress. So, the last few hours...
What is progress?
What is progress? The last few hours actually have you travelling through various plains and hilllands of the Dawn Republic, of Iraq. There are a few copses of trees and a few little glades as you go along, but eventually you kind of dip down and then you can see it. This city in the distance, but as you draw closer it grows bigger and you can see it in more detail. It's it's circular. The whole city is circular, and these great walls of white stone. You can see tiny parapets and little fortresses all built along the outer wall, rising into view. The outer wall you can see seems newly constructed. It still is fresh. You can see parts of it still are being built as it goes on. But within the city, a smaller circular wall at its centre rises up ever so slightly higher, and that wall looks ancient. It looks way older than any of the other stonework and masonry you've seen in your years. Elora, you're probably the only one that's seen stonework of this nature, because you do briefly remember things from, 100 so years ago when you were a child. This is older than that. This was a very ancient city before it was destroyed. But now the inner walls have started to be rebuilt, and you can see where the new masonry has joined with the old. And whilst it has tried to replicate it, there are obvious clear patches of wear and things like that don't match up. It takes you a few hours, and eventually you join a large procession of carts and wagons and carriages that are making their way into the city, coming from all over different places. You join them up on the road. You can hear the sounds of merchants calling to each other and animals as they're being led inside. And there's a huge gate with two large towers on either side, a large metal portcullis, and then a large wooden barricaded door as well behind it. And as each cart pulls up, it is pulled aside, and it's going 2 by 2. There is a guard house, and there's a small retinue of about 4 guardsmen. All of them wear the blue and silver livery of Talisval, on which you can see a merchant set of scales with a sword and shield behind them. And as you approach, as you kind of make your way in line, one of the guardsmen holds up his hand. He's like, "Hold!" He comes up and he goes like, "Welcome to Talisval, travellers. I need to know your business and where you intend to head inside the city today." You can see he's got like a small notebook and like a pencil, and he's just taking notes as he goes
I
around.
hold up a hand, and then I dig deep for my writ,
Mhm.
and pass that to him with my right hand.
Okay. He's just like, "Oh, a performer. Here to perform for the Masons Guild. Well, you've not got long. It's only one day until the Feast of Stone." He hands it back to you. He goes like, "All right."
I've got a letter.
Yeah, didn't you pick?
Yeah, a letter for Korak, an invitation as well that I got from the Spire.
Oh yes, it was the to know.
Yeah.
Are you
So I'll give them that as well.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Oh wow, excellent. Emissary from the Elven Spire, then. Very well. Thank you, milady. Can I just get names, please? Just it's something we try and do now in the city. We try and take down the names of any travellers heading in.
Elora Galanadal.
Galanadal. He tries to write. He does ask you. He's like, is that spelled? This. He's like asked you a few times. With Cam, he's just like, "Name, sir."
Tam Muckland.
Give me a deception check.
12.
Okay, yeah. He's like, "Tam Muckland." Very well.
It's a capital M.
When he sees you, he's just like, "Oh, excuse me, dear miss. Something I should let you know before you head inside the city. It is a bit dangerous for tieflings at the moment. We've had a few arrive. I've heard some rumours that a few have gone missing inside the city itself. You should try and stick to don't go off at night. Try and stick with your friends here. Just try and be safe. The guards are trying to maintain a watch, but we've not been able to keep on top of it with so much happening in the city. So please try and be safe. Can I get your name, please?"
Melee.
Give me a deception check. If you wanted to try and help her convince it, you can do an aid check if you'd like.
7.
Help check. Just give me a straight charisma roll.
It's a 19.
19. You roll again, Kim, because you have advantage.
19.
Yep. Melee. I understand your friends here. Are you travelling with either of these folks? Have you got your own business inside the city?
I'm a performer. I'm part of his show.
You're going to confirm that.
She does the fire breathing.
All right. Performer with writ of Tam Muckland. Sir, sorry, not. Apologies for my reaction. Don't see many drow here in the capital. Most of them up at Aramount. What's your name and business, please, sir?
Trellamar Leith.
Trellamar Leith.
Have
I spelled? Is that A?
A-L-E-A-T.
Oh, sorry, I had 2 E's.
Yeah.
Very
It's quite
strange.
polite.
Not used to these elven names, I'm afraid. And sorry, your business, please, sir.
I am the bodyguard for the emissary from the Elven Spires.
Very unusual. Very well. I'm not one to judge. Very well. Well, a couple of things. Talisval is a trade city. If you are here to, as far as I know, you're only here for the one performance. But if you do wish to conduct any trade, you will need to register with the appropriate guild master, which can be done at the government buildings in the centre. I do recommend generally try and keep out of the Whispers Walk district at night time. Just because Whispers Walk. Sorry, if you're new here, it's a district where the old cemetery from the old city was. We bury our dead there, but unfortunately, after Paylor's light was taken from us, some of the dead can be restless at night. We do have watch members who patrol it, but I advise all citizens to remain away during the evening.
Journeyman's Run is a district as well.
You'll be entering Journeyman's Run just after you get inside the gate, sir. It's kind of our main merchant district. A lot of businesses set up there. It was established by Korak the Champion and the Council of Guilds for new artisans to make their way.
I want the history.
Oh, sorry, I get a bit carried away.
Yeah.
I like talking about the city. It's quite fun to me. Oh,
We need to put cables back where they should be. We need to drop these horses off.
oh, right, excellent. Do you know
Somewhere
where you're dropping them off to?
It was on Journeyman's.
Frowning Fox Farms.
Frowning Fox Farms. Yeah, if you just head in, it's just a few streets down. Then on your left, you can drop them off there.
Cool.
Do you need any other directions? I'm happy to. Do you need to
Korak's
know where?
place.
Yeah, I am supposed to speak to Korak
Oh.
regarding the Elven Spire, the Spire of Eternal Autumn. Is that possible? Where do I need to go to seek help for that?
Well, it's a bit beyond me, I'm afraid. But if you head inside and go to the what's it called? I've got-
I just
You
like
head
to
to
say
the-
every time Korak's name is mentioned, Juto's eye twitches just a little bit. Like,
You'll need to head to the guild quarter, which is kind of where all the government buildings are. You will probably not be able to see him immediately. I'm sure they'll
Of
probably make
course.
you wait. But if you head there and you head to the central guild chambers, you'll be able to speak to him there. Likewise, sir, if you need to, for your performance, I believe that it will be held in the guild quarter at the stonemasons building, which is just
The guild
inside.
quarter.
It's the oldest part of the city, sir. It's that large central area with the wall that you can see just ahead. And you can see this kind of large central wall that kind of corners off a circle.
What's the name of the other districts?
Well, I'll give you a brief overview. So Journeyman's Run, you already know, is the first one that you enter. There's also the Stacks, which is where a lot of our smithies, tanneries, and smelteries are. It's quite crowded. It's where some of the more kind of crowded-in accommodations are.
North, east, west.
Well, let me gesture to this small plaque I have on the wall here, sir. It's not very good. This is literally just for me to show you. I need to cover up one bit of it. You probably won't be able to see this very well.
The map of glory.
It's mainly for me. So the city is basically like a spoke. Is like a wheel with various spokes for walls, and it's split into 6 districts. You can't see that very well.
Zoom in.
Yeah.
I'll point it to the camera, maybe.
Yeah, so I can kind of point to the certain districts. But I don't know if you want to. I can do this.
There he is. It's fine. It's fine. It's
That's
fine.
right. Steve's done it.
Cool.
So Journeyman's Run is the first entrance from the south gate that you'll enter, and then it's split into different walls. So you have the Stacks here, which is kind of narrow. It's where all our smithies and smelteries are. Whispers Walk, which has the large cemetery, but also has a number of temples in it. Old Temple Way. This is an old part of the city where you can find many of the religious buildings, as well as a few shops and things like that. Dawn Square, very affluent, rich area. If you're looking for high quality goods, you can always go there. It's where a number of the alchemists and the artisans guilds do their business. And then Artisans Rest, which is more of a it's kind of mid-level craftsmen, that sort of thing. Masons, lumbersmiths, that sort of thing. Jewelers.
Cyrodiil.
It is like generic fantasy city that is a circle. Yes, sir. That's correct. Yes. The god who made it is not very creative when it comes to designing layouts.
Very, very useful town guard, aren't you?
Well, it's my job to greet all visitors to the city. We try and make sure that everyone knows that Talisval is welcoming and open to all.
And you are doing an excellent job.
Thank you, miss. Thank you.
Excuse me, guard. this Old Temple Way, are these sort of old ruins of
Yes,
the original city?
many of them are, sir. Yes, it was one of the few parts of the old city that was still very well intact, except for the central area. Yes, as I believe it, the city that was here previously. I'm not much of a historian, I'm afraid. It was very religious. Many of the magicians were in first light, and the previous city was more for those of a religious nature. So there's a great many temples with statues and things. Some of them, I must be honest, they're gods I've never even heard of. But yeah, that's pretty much what, I don't know. You need to ask a historian if you'd like to know more, I'm afraid.
Thank you.
I really want strawberries.
Can I be of any more service to you,
Why
fine
can't we buy
folks?
some strawberries?
Strawberries, you can find those, madam, in, Journeyman's Run. There will likely be a few farms and farmers' markets and that sort of thing. Otherwise, I'd go with Artisan's Rest. There's a number of good places to eat there, actually, personally.
And places to stay the night?
Yeah, well, they can be found all over the city, sir. Journeyman's Run has a lot of taverns, but you can find them in Artisan's Rest, find them in the Stacks,
I'm an
Old Temple Way.
experienced Talisval citizen, such as yourself.
Well, I've grown up here all my life. You got a recommendation, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if I was to do that, I could certainly recommend a few places. I'm a big fan of... Well, there's two I really like. There's a Duck and Porter, which is just here in Journeyman's Run. And then the other one, it's got a bit of a... I admit I first went there because of the name. It's called the Drunken Wizard. That's
good.
up in Dawn Square. It's quite rich. You need a good bit of coin. But it's nice. I went there for my stag party. It was very fun.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Duck and Porter, you say?
Yes, that's here in Journeyman's Run, Duck and Porter.
Alright, we'll head there first.
All right, very well.
Got to earn money for the performance, obviously.
Of course, yeah, no, absolutely, sir. Well, thank you very much and enjoy your stay in Talisval.
Thank you.
He gives
Thank
you a
you,
nod,
sir.
he waves you on, he's like, right, next! And then you can hear him start to...
What time of day is it?
So, you guys left in the morning, it's about 11 a.m.
Okay. So we should hand these horses back.
I don't want to.
Well, we only rented them.
It's just one horse right now.
One horse.
One
and
horse
a cart.
and one car.
That poor horse. Okay, very well. Shall I go scout the Duck and Porter? And I'll just wait for you guys.
Yeah, don't cause any trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I've got money.
Quiet
so...
trail put down. try not to kill anybody.
Let's drop this off. And then,
So you guys are going to drop it off at the farm? At the
Yes,
so
please.
it doesn't take you long. As you enter through the gates, you, and to an extent although you're used to big cities, they're just normally underground. This place is huge. It's stone rising up high on either side. There are so many people. There must be hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people living here, and they swarm the streets. You can hear, as you make your way through it, definitely has one clear main road, and alongside it are all these kind of little pop-up merchant stands or small smithies that have been built into the sides, and they're all hawking wares as people travel by. You know, oh, get your nails, blades and bows, like as you're travelling through.
just walk through them. Honestly, it's the best way to deal with cities.
There's
I'm
too
like-
many people
I'm
here.
like so tense right now because I've heard bad things about Talisval. Like as a tiefling against a dragonborn, like I've been told things about Talisval. There are rumors amongst the tiefling that slavery is still here and things like that. So I am so upset right now. I
Yeah,
don't like this. I don't like it.
There's all these people, and in terms of races, you see a wide range. There are dwarves, there are elves, there are humans. You don't see many drow. You definitely see different sub-races of elves. You see a few which are more like you, which are probably from your spire that have travelled here to do business. But you also see some more which have more kind of natural barky coloured skin, like green hair and that sort of thing. You see halflings running around everywhere. Like halflings seem to be very dominant,
Like
along with
rabbits, aren't
humans.
they?
They're just like the halflings are so business driven. Like most of the sellers who are like properly yelling and trying to bring people in, are these little halflings on like little stands and stalls, like come, try my pies,
What
Like,
about
just-
tieflings? Were there any other tieflings?
Give me a perception check.
10.
You don't see anybody, like, just in this, because as you're moving down, imagine like a very busy street, and there's just all these heads. You're looking for like red skin, but you can't see any immediately. But it's so easy to get lost and just lose track of people as they move around because the crowds are so thick. You know, this is just streaming everywhere, and there's all these side streets that everybody's going down as well, and it's just very hard to keep an eye on everything. You eventually make your way. You eventually manage to get the horse and cart down a few streets, and you follow the directions the guard gave you, and you find this small kind of building built into the side, which has a small stable with the Frowning Fox Farms, a little sign of like a little angry fox on the thing. And as you head in, there is a stout-looking halfling, big round belly. He's got his wife next to him, who's very buxom but very small, with curly brown hair, and he's got smoking on a pipe. He's like, "Well, hello. What can I do for you?"
We just wish to return this horse and cart.
Oh, right. From Faden, I
Yes.
expect. Oh, marvellous. Cora sent you our way. Oh, let's have a look at him then. And he, like, hops off his little stool, brings it with him, pops up. He's like, gets up and he's like, "Oh, she's looking good. No damage or anything. You took good care of her. All right, well." He, like, goes back, pops his little stool back, goes behind his stool, pulls out his books, flips a few pages, pulls out little spectacles, puts them on. "Right, well, I think that would be... You'd be getting 15 gold back."
Okay.
He like puts a little pouch out, slides it your way.
Thank you.
I bite my tongue.
He's like, "All right, excellent."
Well, we did kind of. Was it 20 gold per horse we were supposed to get back?
It was, yeah.
It was 20 gold per
If
horse.
you remember, whatever you remember is what you remember.
We
Miss-
were told.
Yeah.
The drow's not
Trout,
happy.
deal.
Trell, deal with this, please.
No.
What's the matter, sir?
Listen here, my good chap. We were told by your associates back in Faden that it would be 20
Slow the bit
gold per horse.
20.
20. And I think, as you can see, we have taken very good care of these horses.
Well, you know, he like pretends, he's like wriggling his ear. He's like, you know what? You're right. I haven't updated me books. That's what it is. Haven't updated me book. It's 20. I'll get you another 5. And he pulls
Did we
out
get anything back for the cart?
the cart.
Yeah.
He looks at his books. No, don't think so.
Insight.
You can do an insight check if you want. Yeah. You rolled like a 19. Like I rolled a 3. You're pretty sure not only did Cora tell you you got 5 gold back from the cart. This guy's just like, "No, I don't think so."
I think we
He's
were
like
due some money
shuffling.
back from the cart.
Is that true? He looks over his wife. He's like, Helen, is that right? Do they get 5 back for the cart?" She's like, "Yes, dear, yes, they do." He's like, "Oh, I'm very forgetful. He like gets his coins out. He's like, "There's 10. There's another 10. That should be even now." "Well, you have a lovely day."
We will. I walk out,
Okay.
rubbing my.
Hey, like a couple of like teenage-looking halflings. Like again, they're quite burly though. They got these big arms and these little bodies. They come out and they start taking the horse away. He's like yelling. He's like, "You get that horse back in there. We're gonna send it back in there tomorrow." And just like shouting away, and the din becomes like a drone as amongst the crowd.
Give the horse a little pat on the way out.
Yeah, just like it was the one that came over to you with the hay, the one you kept. And as you kind of get back out onto the street, and again you're just assailed by all these sights and smells. Like the smell is one thing as well. You've been there travelling in the countryside for a long time, and here it's just you just get hit by wafts of everything. You get the scent of freshly oiled metal mixing with delicious smelling baked goods, and then you get manure. It's just constantly changing. Like every time you take a step, it's like you're assailed by new senses. You can hear people shouting and calling to each other, and you can just feel the heat from the stone. It's very overwhelming for initially. I mean, I think except for you, who you travel around quite a lot, and then for you, you're used to it being underground. But even then, like the variety here is quite boggling. You're used to Drow, Durgar. That's it. You know, this is very, very metropolitan and very cosmopolitan. And yeah, what would you guys like to do now?
Are we going to go to the Duck and Porter?
Yeah, to the-
Are you going to track that down? Okay, it takes you a little bit of time. You kind of ask a few locals, they point you in the right direction. One thing you notice is this city is very money driven. Like you ask for directions and people are like, "Oh yeah, I can give you some directions, but help me out. I'm saving up for my business. Like, can you spare a few coppers?" And like they'll constantly, they don't outright ask for it, but there's always this very mercantile mindset to everything. it's like, oh, people, as you walk through, people come up to you and they're like, travellers, you look like affluent people. Would you be interested in sponsoring a smithy? Sponsoring a smithy? Looking for an investor in my pie business? Like, all these people are constantly trying to get your attention and sell you on their idea and stuff
Don't
like that.
engage, no eye contact, heads down, move forward.
I'm just gonna stand behind Cam and like just hold on to the back of his
cape.
Just so that I don't get lost.
Probably a bit singed, I imagine.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. You guys eventually make your way, and eventually you find yourself in a little side street that walks off. It's quite narrow. There's a few little lanterns kind of built in that haven't been lit yet because it's still during the day. You make your way down, and you see a sign of the Duck and Porter, just written in a quite nice handwriting, just tucked into the side of a building with a little step leading up to it, little wire kind of banister, a metal steel banister leading up, and a lovely wooden rosewood door. As you open it in, you step inside, and you can see it's a very, not big, kind of very long and narrow tavern bar area with like a long bar and various booths with kind of red cushions in like these wooden booths, little curtains over the windows which look like they can be pulled. There's a fireplace at one end with a kind of mallard, like a stuffed mallard, like on a little plaque over it. And behind the bar is a dwarven woman. She has straight silver hair, and you can see she's got these very bright grey eyes. She's kind of got very expensive looking clothing, and tucked under her hair is a feathered hat. And you can see kind of curling around, like walking around the bar, looks like a domesticated red fox who's just kind of like sniffing around. You're gonna have a
I'm
sniff.
very interested.
He
I
goes
wanted
up.
to go and make friends. Hiya!
Give me, yeah. Actually, and then you're a druid. He kind of comes up to you, and he like you give him a little stroke. He makes the little fox noise, and yeah, his fur is very soft. And the woman's like, oh, looks like you've made a friend there, Holla. Hello, welcome to the Duck and Porter. How can I help?
I guess we want some
If you'd
rooms.
like some rooms, please.
Of course, you're new to Talisval, are you?
We are, just arrived.
Excellent. Well, no, certainly you'll not find a finer establishment for rest and recovery than here in the Duck and Porter. You'll have to bear with me. I'm a bit short-staffed at the minute, but I can sort your rooms out, no problem. Just give me a few minutes. I just need to prepare some things. The cost for the rooms, by the way, will be. I need to consult my book. You see, my book of prices, because it's all standardized.
Do you want to deal with the money side of things?
I can do.
Yeah.
So this is a.
Can I get a pet fox?
Be a fox.
He can be. He's very friendly. He's very domesticated. Like he doesn't seem shy of people or anything like that. It's almost like a cat, like the way it acts. Kind of fixing. It's like, well, it will be three gold for a room per night.
I've already walked away and sat in a corner of this place.
Are there any like doubled up rooms?
No, we have double rooms, but well, as long as you don't mind sharing a bed, if you know what I mean. No, I'm afraid we don't have things like we just have rooms for. Normally, people staying here are professionals, traveling merchants, and that sort of thing. So, no, I'm afraid not.
There's only the four of us. You can share a room with Juto, and I can share a room with Smoky Pants over there.
Oh my god.
So just the 2 rooms then?
Yes, please, just the 2.
That would be 6 gold per night. Would you like to pay for a certain amount of time in advance?
No, we'll just go.
That's
You sure?
Yeah.
I can throw in a breakfast for free if you want to book in advance. A week. I'll do breakfast.
4 weeks seems like a long time. I don't know if we're going to be here a week.
That's fine. I understand. You're busy people.
We'll just go.
Well, what we'll do
Night
is
by
we'll pay
night.
each morning. Every time you want to stay, I'll give you your keys, hand those back in, and we'll do it that way. All right?
Fantastic.
Excellent. Well, that will
Thank
be
you.
6 gold then, and she takes the gold off you if you pay it.
Yes.
So she takes the gold off of you.
Busy.
She hands you
Being distracted.
2 brass keys. Each has like a little loop attached to it with a piece of wood, which has got a number written on it. It's your rooms 3 and 5. She hands you the keys.
It's going in 4.
She's just like,
It's
well,
the opposite side of the corridor.
let me just go. I'll go get those rooms ready for you. I'm afraid that I don't have any bar staff at the minute. I've got to wait for the next lot to come in for the evening.
That's okay.
Will you be all right down here on your own?
We have
That's
some
fine.
things to do in the city. That's fine.
Oh, excellent, marvelous. All right, well, Hora, and she like just as the fox like looks up and she walks around, and then you assume that there must be some step because the fox then like climbs up onto the bar and like sleeps on the bar and with its face pointing towards the door. She strokes it. She's like, "Oh, there's a good girl." All right, well, I'll go get those rooms ready for you then. She heads up. You can see she kind of steps down, trots upstairs. And you can see there's a...
Is that the guard fox when she goes away?
Pretty much, yeah. It looks to me like she leaves it there and it seems to be keeping an eye on what's going on. There's a stairway that kind of goes up to a little balcony bit and then heads upstairs. And it looks like quite a tall building with the rooms all being above.
Okay. Shall we go and find out what we need to do? You need to find out about your performance, don't you?
I'm in a corner of the room at the moment.
I will go over to you.
I am going to sit myself down quietly in another part of the room and just try and commune.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm trying to talk to him, and you're just like, "Hello," in his head.
No,
commune
he's
with-
talking to somebody else right now.
Um,
Somebody not in the room.
What is thy bidding, my master?
What is like bidding?
I want to just go over to you and ask you about your performance and what you need to do and stuff.
Do you want to do that?
Commune
bit first?
away. Commune away.
No, because I need to actually think about what I'm gonna say. Like, yeah, like what I will probably do is you have a conversation in your head.
Yeah.
I will write you an email with that conversation, and we will do that off stream because I don't have enough notes about
You
it
guys
right
are
now.
like totally breaking my immersion.
I'm breaking your immersion.
We should
I'm just gonna come out of this going,
I need to check
that
my
was a very
email.
interesting conversation I had.
I can tell you in summary that what you will be looking for will be underneath the old Temple Way. The being doesn't know the specifics. That's why you're here to find out.
Yep.
But he does say that Granomir will be able to lead you.
Come on, Granomir. Come on, boy. We know what we're doing.
Interesting. As Laura sits and asks me about the performance, I give it a long thought and I say, I don't want to do it anymore.
But that's what you were coming here to do.
Yeah, well, things change.
Was Korak meant to be at your performance?
I was
Yes.
performing for him.
Him and the Stonemasons Guild.
We're going to do it.
Tell me your history with this guy.
What do you know of Korak?
I know he's a guy that's going to give Bucklands a whole heap of money.
Do you want to do a history check to see what you know generally?
Sure.
Can I do it too?
2!
I know.
Yeah, anybody? Yeah. I'd say you can have advantage because your father knew him.
20.
20. So, the legend of Korak is it's a story that has been told. I mean, you'll know some of this, like basics now. Even with the two, like there are some basic knowledge that everybody has. What you know as the general story is that he is this mighty dragonborn warrior.
He's dragon.
He's known as the Golden Champion. Is his nickname? He's known as the Golden Champion as his nickname. He carries a sword made of full shard, and he basically turned up about 40 years ago, about 6 years after the Lightfall, and he made his way around the country, righting wrongs, destroying evil, fighting monsters. And everywhere he went, he would inspire people to build a settlement, to protect themselves. He would tell them that not all hope was lost. And he gained allies as he went, and he actually formed his own party of heroes. There were a number of different ones. You don't know their names, you can't really remember them, but you know that some of them included Ethus Kelly, who was a halfling cleric, who became his long friend. Sir Francis Drakeborn, who was a human knight, who basically was this, when Korak, the story went that Korak found him as an alcoholic drunkard in a tavern, trying to drown his sorrows after losing his wife and children, but Korak actually brought him out of it and turned him into one of the greatest paladins of Palor, and inspired him to start up his own knightly order and all this kind of stuff. And then, he basically travelled around, and eventually he managed to gather enough support and enough people that they were able to found the Dawn Republic, which was, a group of people that were dedicated to restoring order and balance to the world. They moved into the ruins of the city, which then became Talis Val. The story goes that Talis Val means something to Korak. It's a name or a place from his homeland that he knows of. But it's generally in Draconic. It means new dawn. And yeah, he started helping rebuild the city. And generally, the thing that he kind of really inspired for the city in the Republic was it should be a place where the working man can provide what he provide what he needs, and that everybody works together to create a better future. And it's the Talis Val and Korak have become very big hero stories. Like, people are like, if I go to Talis Val, I can make it. If I work hard enough, I can make it, and I'll be rich, and I'll be famous, and I can be a hero and everything else. And yeah, like some of his deeds, there are definitely, it's not all stories. He definitely did, find Sir Francis Drakeborn. He defeated an evil a necromancer who was raising undead in a small village. And he has done things which have been proven to be true.
And I close my mouth.
DM exposition!
I just don't feel, considering the current circumstances, my performance will be good enough for such a man.
What do you actually think of him, though?
I've never met the guy. He's just a myth to me.
My father met him.
And I don't think you would have met him, but yeah, your father told you of Korak, a gold dragonborn. His scale, one of the things you distinctly remember him saying is that his scales in certain light seemed red or gold, depending on what light he was in.
Interesting.
Did your father approve of him?
Yes, very much so.
The Korak I know is very different to the Korak that you have grown up with. When we entered the gates, I gave a name that wasn't my own. That name was Mei Li. That's the name of my mother. And I lost my mother at a very young age, and my father at the hand of Korak. He came to our village on one of his raiding parties. He wanted to enslave tieflings. And he did so by killing everyone in the village and taking the young. He killed my mother and father in front of me and enslaved me. I then was his personal servant for many years, I don't know how long, because it was torture. At this point, I kind of turn and sort of reveal the back, just kind of slip the back of my robe down, and you can see scars on my back, whip marks and kind of beatings from a cane.
Oh, Juto.
He is not the champion this world believes him to be. And I wish to expose him for the cruel barbarian and murderer that he is.
And you know it was definitely him.
It was definitely him. It was the Dragonborn in red and gold.
My God.
I do not understand how he is treated as a champion. I do not understand how he has rallied people to create this capital, this Talis Val.
Well, a man in such a position of power couldn't have done it without, some force. I guess that was his force. Being Dragonborn and all, I've heard the stories. I guess we have to put on a performance that he'll never forget.
Just so for you guys to know, the three of you, what happens in the Kingdom of the Dragonborn, the Kingdom of Bressaras, which is a desert kingdom across the mountains, is completely unknown to you. Very few people travel there. Dragonborn that come from there to trade, very secretive. They don't talk that much about their kingdom. Very little is known about it. And in fact, only the escaped tieflings are the only source of information. And
But
you guys
I've heard from Juto before about
that's
enslaving
it.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. That's all you know. It's basically the Dragonborn out there are tyrants and they enslave tieflings.
I'm gonna insight check Juto.
Okay.
Because I really want to read her body language as she's telling the story.
Okay.
Not she's lying.
Yep.
19.
19. She is telling what she believes to be 100% the truth. But when she said things like she didn't know how long she was a slave, you can definitely tell that there are she hides the fact that there's memories she doesn't
Yeah.
know. Like there are things about her past that even she's a little uncertain about. She's definitely like when she says that the Dragonborn in red and gold came and killed her parents. There's no lie. Like that is 100% truth. But there are these fragments where she's
There's
not
gaps,
quite clear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is quite the conundrum. Our two main purposes to be in this place are at conflict with one another.
There is one thing. Before I passed away, foolishly, my only purpose was to kill him. To kill the man responsible for murdering my parents and for blunting my horns. But Master Guan Yin perhaps opened my eyes. She mentioned there could be another way. That perhaps by gathering information, I could overthrow him somehow. I am still undecided how to go about this and whether vengeance comes at the end of a sword or by word of mouth. Perhaps that is why I was so desperate to find the broken sky. I want to know what they know. I want to know why they seek to overthrow Korak. And perhaps, if their motives align with my own, we could have worked together. But I am in a quandary, and I am not familiar with this city. I am not familiar with being in cities, and I must admit I am at a loss of what to do.
They suck, don't they? They smell. There's a lot of people.
Yet
For the
no-
countryside.
Yet no tieflings here.
I think there might be some scatterings, but yeah, not
Yeah,
common.
but at the gate they said that tieflings were in danger, not to walk the city at night. That's worrying.
And this scares me.
Yeah.
So as you guys are having that conversation, there is a knock at the tavern door, and the woman, the dwarf lady, comes downstairs. She's like, "Oh, sorry about this." She opens it up, and there's a man in silver and blue armor with a tabard. And it's actually, no, it's not a man, it's a gnome, I believe. Yep, it's a gnome, a small forest gnome. He has kind of bluish tint, very light blue hair pushed back, and he's wearing a very small set of silver steel breastplate with his silver and blue tabard. He's like, "Oh, sorry, Kari Silverstone, is it?" She's like, "Oh, yes, dear." She's like, "Oh, I'm Officer Merrick Wendell. I'm here to ask you about your missing bartender, actually." And she's like, "Oh, you're here about Sheng." He's like, "Yes. I've been assigned to investigate the missing tieflings around Tazval. I believe that Sheng was a tiefling." And she's just like, "Oh, yes. And he starts taking notes down. She's like, "Could you just tell me a little bit more about him? What was he doing? How long he was employed here?" And she starts engaging in this conversation, answering questions. She tells him that he was working here about 6 months. He's always been very reliable, very, happy to work and very keen. Seemed quite happy in his life. He asked questions. Did he have any enemies? No, not that she can remember. He didn't have many friends. He just kind of came here and worked and then went home. He asked about his address. She pointed him to a location in the Stacks, which is a district, another one of the districts in the city. And then eventually she's just like, "Yes, I'm sorry, I don't know, he's just vanished." He's like, "Oh, well, thank you very much. So I may come back with some more questions about this later. If you do have any more information, you can find me in the barracks in the guild quarter, please, ma'am." He just seems to be a bit flustered. He's like, "I've just been struggling a little bit, really. It's quite hard to get information from people, so anything you find would be very useful. Thank you very much, thank you." And he kind of like steps off. She turns around, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." So
Before he leaves, can I get his attention?
Sorry, yes, hello.
Hi,
He goes, steps in. You can see he's quite wiry. He's wearing all this armor, but he does not look like a strong man. He's kind of ill-fitting on him, and he's like pushes his hair back a little bit. He's just like, "Oh, sorry, yes, sorry, Officer Merrick Wendell. How can I help?"
Hi, well, I heard that you were talking about a missing tiefling.
"Oh, yes." And then he sees Juto.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. No, yes. Yes. There's been a few people going missing, all of which have been tieflings, but it's not confirmed that it's tieflings going missing. It's just missing people, some of which happen to be tieflings. That's what I've been told to
Are there
say."
missing people who are not tieflings?
No.
Okay, so yeah. Can you see my concern?
Yes,
My
I
friend
can. Yes,
is a tiefling.
Yes, no, absolutely. I'm really sorry. Just I need to give the official statement. Please, and he like gets his notebook out and he flips a few pages. He's like, please don't go alone at night. If you can, stay with any companions you're traveling with, and avoid the city streets. It is dangerous. And if you have any information, please report to Merrick. That's me, Merrick Wendell at the barracks, guards barracks, which for the town hall. Thanks.
How many tieflings?
How many? He flips through his notebook. He's like, 3 reported missing so far. Sheng, who was working here actually at the Dock and Porter, is one of them.
What are the other names?
It's classified.
They are.
Random name generator.
Except that I didn't write any tiefling names in my list of names.
Soz!
You
You can not answer that if you don't want to.
Lao and. Give me a Chinese name. Like, I can't think of one. Please help. I don't want to say one that's dumb.
Jet Li.
Jet Li.
Jet.
Jet. Just Lee. Lao and Lee.
And Sheng.
And Sheng.
Literally all I could think of then was Chinese superstars,
Yeah,
all of
that's
which
what
have an English like first name, like Donnie Yen,
Donnie
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, no. Yes, Lao, Lee, and Sheng, 3 male tieflings have gone missing.
How long have they been missing?
Varying. He flips through his notes. The first one went missing about a week and a half ago. He worked down in a smithery down in the stacks. The other one, Mr. Lee, he was actually working for a jeweler up in Dawn Square.
So all over the city.
Nothing so far has connected any of them. I mean, we have tieflings aren't common here in Talisfal, but there are a few that come to work as apprentices and try and learn new trade and things like that.
Have you got watch on any tieflings that haven't been taken yet?
As in just watching, keeping an
Do
eye
you
on
know
them?
of any tieflings?
No, the problem is the way that the city works is that many people do sneak in, and we can't keep a track of everybody that comes to live here. Many people just end up
Like
arriving.
Sheng, you know, people that people know.
I've inquired and asked for anybody who knows a tiefling or is working or has employed a tiefling to come and speak with me, but I've not had anybody come to me, unfortunately.
How are tieflings regarded in this city?
Like anyone else? I mean, it is a bit strange. Many of them, as far as they're willing to talk about it, have escaped, obviously, a very hard life. I think we've all, I'm sure you...
My
this
eyes
is a
are
little
just
bit
narrowing
awkward.
at this point.
He's like, well, obviously we do hear the rumours about slavery and that sort of nasty business, not here. So few people... They're very keen workers. They come along and they're
I'm
looking
kind of like
for...
just tapping my guandao against my blunted horns.
He's like, you can see him sweating. He's like, no, they're generally regarded as very keen workers. They're willing to learn trades. Many people here, the humans and halflings and dwarves, they're very competitive. They want to establish themselves as already set up or as things. Tieflings tend to be willing to apprentice to somebody and learn a trade and actually learn what they're doing.
Let's change the subject.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be really, really great. And you can see him sweat. Imagine Lee Evans style sweating, like just sweaty.
Let's
just
talk about
sweaty
let's talk
man.
about our hero of the city, Korak.
Yes. Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Are you under his command?
Well, technically, no. He doesn't lead the military forces in the city. The champion title is somewhat ceremonial. He does have final say on some of the council business.
Do you work with him directly?
No, I've never met him. No.
That's all. Thank you.
Well, we'll keep an eye out.
That would be great.
We know where to find you.
But I mean, now that I know that Tiefling is here,
Yeah.
I will come and check on you. Or are you staying here long?
We don't know how long we're staying, but
That's right, but you're here.
yes.
Yes.
He like scribbles hastily notes. Can I get your name?
Mei Li.
May Lee at the Duck and Porter Sheng. And he's like writing notes and he's saying them out loud as he writes them. And he's like, right, yes, and travelling with human man, human male, elf female, a dark elf male. Sorry, I haven't seen many. First time seeing dark elves. Pleasure to meet you. Like, just turns to his notes. He's like, right, excellent. Right, well, I will. Yes, if you get anything, let me know. I'm at the barracks. There's a barrack in each district. I'm stationed here in Journeyman's Way.
Thank you, Merrick.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
And he backs out, like backpedals out.
I'm just staring at him, like.
He
just while
does not look at
goes,
you. Like he's just like looking everywhere he can.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Cool. All right. And I think that's where we're gonna call it for today.
He was a great
Merrick Waingle.
NPC.
Oh, I like
Merrick.
I
Merrick.
like him.
So that's it for today. I think we're gonna. Do you guys need to head off? Can we read donations? Do you want to stick around for donations?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm
Awesome.
gonna shoot to the loo first.
Shoot to the loo. Feel free. We'll
I
pull
need
up
a wee
the
as well.
donations. Well, we can start on
We
the
can get
donations.
There's a dice stuck
Oh,
Man, what a session!
I know.
Bit of an up and down session. That one.
Oh,
I did not even know what to say to you.
it was genuine, like.
I literally was like silent. I
Well,
had
once
nothing.
again, what I loved is that it was so true to RP. Like, Trot and Cam got carried away in the situation, and then it was only afterwards. It's like,
Oh, boy.
shit.
It's classic Cam.
Classic Cam.
I need to.
I
Oh,
need to pee.
just me and you now,
No,
Trot.
I need
Oh.
to twist the thing so I can actually.
Oh, I see.
I need to pee. I'll be back in a second.
Do you mind, Steve, switching those two windows around? Because it's cutting off the bottom for this table.
Oh yeah. So drag the chat window down and the
Put the
donations.
donations to the top and the chat to the bottom.
Oh,
Thank you.
my immersions.
Many emotions.
I'm reminded of Mark's comment last week about how you can never predict Kim and Trot. Yep, it's true.
Here we go.
Right, do you want to read out the bottom?
Let's go. Boop, boop, boop.
Yep, and then we'll add the others in.
Nightjar, thank you very much. You are the first. Easter holidays are at an end, and that means my second job starts back tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it, but needs must. Thank you for High Rollers to distract me from my worries for the next 3-ish hours. Love you all, especially you, Kim!
She heard it. Candid Arachnid. Oh, blimey, another big donation from Candid Arachnid.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Who I believe Candid Arachnid was also our winner for the Out of
Oh, really?
Abyss. Yeah,
Oh,
so she
yeah.
was the one who won.
Out of
They
the
won.
Abyss, yeah.
He won the stream last week.
Awesome.
So thank you very much for the big donation as well.
Which one is it?
Out of the Abyss.
Right here.
People are asking
actually-
about my leggings.
Okay. Oh,
Watch
do you
me.
want to show off your
Watch me
which
show
one have you
you.
got? Hold
I've
ones
got
on
horde
today?
leggings today.
This is on its way to you soon.
So Candid actually sent me an email saying
Horde
because he didn't realise we
leggings
picked the book
today.
already. He was like, "I've got the 3
It's
cool
great.
books. Can you send
It's
me
really
out of
good.
this, please?"
Oh, right, sure.
So yeah, so Candid. So I've been
Thanks,
a fan of Steve. scroll
Wild
down
bang
for
around,
Steve.
I've got a screen on me.
Oh,
again.
there you go.
Oh, God.
I've been a
Can't
fan
get
of the
over
Yogs for nearly 6 years now, and
Pull
watching
the
back
bottom out.
Kim's recent stream, I just wanted to say that you were amazing and an important part of it. I might never get to meet any of you, so this is where I can say thank you, Kim. Keep on being you. Kim, love.
Tape hasn't worked.
Oh, wow.
No. Hold it.
I leave for 2 seconds and you wreck the studio.
I can't get over there because I'm going to wreck everything else.
Okay,
Matt's not here, I can't do it on my own.
hang on. I'm coming.
In the meantime,
God, I love this.
We've
I
done
love
Candid
this setup
Arachnid.
that we
I
have.
really love
Shall we
when the
carry
kids
on?
play.
while
Yeah,
you
carry
two
on,
are
carry
like-
on.
Yeah.
nothing to see there. Go for it.
Inquisitor
Need to move the chairs in
023.
a bit.
Can't watch live sadly. The third of my RP group came online as the stream started. But thank you guys for keeping the grand RP alive in my week. My usual group isn't as cohesive as it used to be. There's only 3 of us, so it makes RP a bit awkward. Hearts.
Thank you very much. BK Clem. Hey, High Rollers. I've never donated to any stream before, but tomorrow morning
You're
I
meant to
leave
sit
to
in
start my training to
Yeah.
become a Royal Marine.
Royal Marine!
This will be the last time I
Hoorah!
see you. Aww. Just wanted to say you are all awesome and I hope you have a successful future. You too, man.
Thanks
Good
so
luck.
much. Good luck being a Marin. So Kaziri, thank you for the donation. Didn't leave a message, but thank you anyway.
Yep.
And Sonic the Tails. Yeah, I'm ready for 3 streams of High Rollers due to the 2-week break for me from TAFE. From TAFE? I'm pumped, guys. Let's get the High Rollers rolling.
Pump 2. Apart from when I killed someone.
Yep.
Dancing on Fire 7. Hey guys. Don't know how much I'll be able to watch since I'm filming a lip sync battle for R/Ravenclaw, but I'll catch up later. Good luck today and trying to kill anyone else. Good luck with your voiceover.
Try not to
That
kill
was
anyone else.
unfortunate.
No!
D Musan. Hey guys, love me some High Rollers. Keep doing what
Love
you're doing.
me some hand rollers.
Love me some high rollers. Ooh, Gabuda.
Comrade Steven just donated again because I lack words to describe how truly awesome you guys are. So here, have my money. By the way, oh wait, I'm reading the wrong one.
Thanks for
'Cause I like
doing
the word-
that.
Thanks for doing what you do and roll on. I did
Roll
read the
on!
wrong one.
Oh, can I? I need to read this
Go on,
one
you
out.
can read that one.
Play safety dance. Oh, hey Cam. This is awkward. You and me on the same stream, considering our history together. We good? By the way, I left my tin of weed at your place.
Oh my god.
Now, what happened
Sorry?
is Play
I'm
Safety
sorry,
Dance
what?
tuned into my stream on Friday, and like towards the end, I read out his donation, and he asked if he could be my boyfriend for the stream. So I said yes, but the stream then ended like 10 minutes later, so I broke up with him in the most
Immediately.
like dramatic way possible.
Oh.
I like totally slashed and burnt him, threw his stuff out on the street. Your weed is like down the toilet, man, because I never approved of that anyway. You know, like
Nice,
straight
nice
edge for
cover.
life, no drugs. So yeah, your weed's down the toilet, man, and like we could be good, but could you stop calling me and stop sending me weird text messages?
It's over, man.
I am
It's
so
over.
confused.
What the hell was that?
The
I just
whole,
walked into the weirdest thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
It's a donation. It's fine.
Star Monkey TV donated, lost £5 million on a game of golf. This is all I can afford today. Hashtag oil baron problems. Yog Drew. I'm guessing that's a joke, and yeah.
It's
I'm-
almost certainly a joke.
Yeah, well, I would hope. You never know. You never know.
It's true.
What if he is like a massively rich oil baron that just loves D&D?
Well, I hope you get your money back. You guys want to go?
Yeah, so we do Katie then Matt.
Okay.
And literally do it. Kim, Trot, me, Katie, Matt.
Yeah, let's do it.
Parth says, Steve, sort it out. Don't know what happened, but something happened.
He must
Oh,
have
it was
sorted it.
the music, the donation sounds were playing for the first 15 minutes, but Steve.
Right.
Sorted.
And Yars Bog donated, but no message. But thank you.
Lex Richards, love you guys in this stream as always. Looking forward to Calf joining in. All my mini weapons are done.
Oh,
Now
wow.
just to make
Ah.
those ale mugs I promised.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
I think Gav
Amazing.
be Dimitri's lifeless body.
Oh my god.
Kim.
Harass civil servant, hooray! Looking forward to seeing if you can kill more players than Cav did on his XCOM stream earlier. So he killed me on the XCOM stream earlier, and he killed
Killed
Trelamar
me.
as well. So I don't know
Nice.
who else he managed to off as
We
well.
only killed one
like-
person today, so.
Yeah.
Calf wins. Grown Mofian. Is that right?
Yep.
Grown Moflin.
Mo
Hey
Farm.
guys, I'm really enjoying the series. The world building is great and I love role playing, although I'm going to be pretty disappointed if Muck hasn't started a McDonald's franchise by the time Falk has returned to the Orc camp.
Oh,
McDonald's!
McDonald's.
It's just
That's
mud
good.
in two
Smart.
rocks
Yeah.
with mud in between.
Yeah.
It'd be so good.
98 Abale. After a 6 a.m. start and several hours of being face first with a urinal drain at work. Being able to look forward to seeing you guys this evening is what got me through the day. Here's 5 of Her Majesty's finest sterling pounds by way of thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Sorry about
Wash
the-
your face.
Yeah, exactly.
Wash it. Bleach.
Electric Rain says, thought I'd drop $1 for the best D&D stream out there.
Wow. Thank you.
Wolfie Kid of Doom, what is your least favourite trait of your characters? Something that would annoy or disappoint you if you met them. Be honest, it's important for characters to have flaws.
Cam's is that he kills people.
As a joke.
No, I wrote this down actually.
Oh, did you write your flaw?
Yeah, my flaws is I'm too headstrong.
But would that annoy you?
Zealous.
If you
Yeah.
met Jutsu, you'd just be like, oh, look at this dick.
Yeah, because she's too, like, I don't know.
Religious extremist.
Like,
Well,
walks away from stuff and,
Yeah.
like, just does her own thing and doesn't really
It's true.
listen to anyone.
You've
and
got a bit of
touches-
Vaxel Darn problem in that you just like, I walk away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I walk away.
Yeah, I mean, how annoying is it to have a conversation with someone, like a reasonable conversation, and she's like, I'm walking away because
Yep.
I'm doing it.
You
It's
heard, you hear it, Vax. I'm looking at you, Liam.
Yeah, we're looking at you, Liam
You
O'Brien.
guys, flaws?
Good.
That you hate of your own character?
I don't know.
What's
But
that?
he's-
Tremar's
so-
pretty great.
Yeah,
you
but
love
he's
Trelamar.
so clumsy though. I mean,
Dice
that's
a
not really a
lot.
fault of myself, but it's a bloody dice. But yeah, he looks the part, but he's
Uh-oh.
you're right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't die, we need you next
No.
week.
You just love Alora. She's like, she's so happy. And
She's so happy. But that
So
I guess
small.
that could be annoying.
I guess naive.
Yeah, naive. I think her naivety would be the annoying part.
And I'm God, so it doesn't matter.
Cam would be an arrogant, cocky bastard, and I'd hate him.
This is Kim.
Yeah.
Kim next.
Avalan, Mark, you need your beard back, man. Here's some money to the beard fund.
That's fine if people want to create a beard fund. Sure.
Avelaine, Mark.
No, I just
I
read
read
that.
that
I just
one.
read
You need your
that one.
fucking
I
beard
just read
back.
that one.
Redstone Raptor, hey guys, loving High Roller so far. Can't watch the whole stream because of work, but still wanted to donate and show my love.
Boom.
Friends and I have been stuck in a D&D 4E blight for a while, and this kicked us into 5th edition.
Welcome.
Love you all, Red. Thanks.
Welcome to a new and better
It's nice.
world.
It's really nice.
It's
It's less tabletop-y than 4th edition.
Yeah, I mean, I loved 4th edition because I had a really good group, but it was very board gamey, very video gamey. This is much more
This
role-playing
can be
game.
detached. Well, we still use it.
Yeah, we used to
as a reference.
Yeah. Hey everyone, you inspired me and I DM'd my first game for my girlfriend and her 10-year-old brother.
Who
my
said
DM
it?
friend suggested I also pay a Healy guy just to help them along, so my character is an old knight who became a cleric. His name is Barris Peculiar. Ah, very good. And yeah, playing with kids is a lot of fun as well because they'll do stuff you just don't expect. So, welcome to the fold.
That was
fellow DM.
Maoi Sheena.
Maoi Sheena, yeah, I forgot to say that, didn't I? I'm very ill, I'm sorry. Katie.
Box93, hey guys, just donating to say that you guys have inspired me to take on the fine world of D&D, and I will be joining my first ever campaign in a couple of weeks' time. Any tips for a newcomer trying to create a new ranged character?
Yeah, don't worry about making it like min-maxy and stuff like that. Play a character you want to play. Like, come up with a cool, funny concept. If you want to be a cleric that throws throwing daggers, do that. You know, just play what you want to play. Don't go like, oh, I need to be the Beastmaster Ranger because it's the most powerful, which is
Yeah.
absolutely not
but,
true.
you
And
know,
like
keep it.
choose the things that you want to play.
Yeah.
Like I'm a druid with a bow and arrow because I just want a bow and arrow because why not?
But like, stick to the basics. Don't overcomplicate things
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yep.
Learn the rules, and you can always adapt it in the future when you level up. So. it's
And the
fine.
other thing, don't forget, if you want to do something cool that's not in the rules, just reskin it. Like, spells can look however the frick you want. Range, you can say that when instead of a bow, it's like a cross. You know, just you can reskin
Yeah, we've
stuff
got
as long as you're not
Juto's
breaking.
got Gwandal.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's
Instead
just
of its stuff.
visual
Yeah.
stuff doesn't matter. It's irrelevant to the rules.
Yeah.
Just find another rule that's very similar to it.
Setab, God of War. Dear Mark, I believe we need to answer Trell's question. Do the carpets match the drapes? Please kill Cam in the bath.
Is he talking about the fact that I've shaved off a beard or something
no,
else?
No,
I think
Trell's silver hair.
Does-
Do you have the white strip? Is that what he's asking?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but I remember saying to you when your
Oh, to
hair
Cam's question.
when your hair glowed, I said,
Does-
"Do
do the
the
carpets
carpets match
match-
the drapes?"
match-
The answer to that question is yes. Trot doesn't even get to answer it. It's a world building thing. The answer is yes. All of his body hair chain glows.
Even
But that
the
means his
hair on
arm
my
hair and
arms.
everything.
Pits.
But it's too fine to really see it.
What about pits?
Anything where anywhere where you could visibly see
Oh.
colour. Let me put it that way.
That's why I have a glowing aura, because it's all the little hairs.
Just like
Just makes a slight glow.
Really
all
hairy
over.
feet too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
hobbit feet.
Like a hobbit.
Bro 80. Loving the stream, love D&D, thinking about starting luck. Keep it up, guys.
It's a big
Oh, thank you
donation.
for your generous donation.
oh
as
wow,
well.
thank you very much. Thanks, Brady.
He's nice.
And the same
He's
with
nice.
Mizamith, a very generous donation, thank you. Hey guys, I think Kim missed my donations on her stream on Tuesday, so I'm asking here, do you know if any of you will be at the Gamescom this year? I haven't planned for it, have you?
Nope.
Anyway, you're awesome and keep up. You're doing amazing.
Gamescom is a weird one because we kind of don't know until like the last minute.
Yeah.
It's like E3. Like we just don't know.
I mean, certainly in terms of doing meet and greets and stuff, we don't go there because it's really hard to sell merch and stuff at.
Tends
Yeah.
to be more of a work event.
Yeah, like
doesn't it,
coverage
for you
and
guys,
stuff,
like
yeah.
coverage.
Yeah.
We went as just, press, I guess,
Yeah.
and didn't have a stand or anything, so
Yeah.
I don't think we've got any plans to go again soon, unfortunately.
Crazy
But have a
Gamescom.
good time.
If I must admit, after working Gamescom, being part of the games industry, I don't have fond memories of Gamescom.
But you might as a consumer.
But yeah.
Thank you also, Mel and Portal, for your donation. Very kind.
Thank you very much. Sky High. Finally, my weekly dose of High Rollers D&D. I can feel in my face that this will be good. I'm a DM for a new campaign that we did a session for on Friday. One player rolled a 1 on death saving throws and died. I'm thinking to do a Juto with this.
I highly recommend that.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it sucks when it happens. It's part of the rules.
If they really want them back, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is you're going to make it like if the party go out their way and they want to get them back, turn it into a fun adventure, make it really interesting, come up with cool consequences.
One also, Kim would have killed you if you had killed Juto properly. So.
Didn't need a dice to know that.
Snoop Dougal.
Snoop Dougal.
Snoop Dougal.
Dougal.
Just wanted to show my appreciation to you guys as you make every episode so fun and amazing. You really inspired me for my D&D games and you give me great ways to handle death. Insert Juto death joke here. I hope to see you guys at MCM Comic Con in May.
Nice.
Hopefully you'll see all of us.
Hopefully.
Should do.
Mexicant DPS. Absolutely loving the stream. Just have one question mark. How did you get everyone's story converging into Talis Val? Did you sit everyone down during character creation and work it in? Many thanks. Keep up the awesome stream.
I think
Kinda
I
just
did say
happened,
to
didn't
all.
it?
No, I think I did mention
Oh, you
to
told
all
us
of
where
you.
we were
Said
going.
you
Yeah,
are.
you
You
Yeah.
all need a reason to go to the capital.
Yeah.
And you all came up with your own individual reasons, but I did specify
Yeah.
during character creation, like, you all need a reason to go to the capital city, and then they came up with
It's
their
like
own.
a meet halfway scenario.
Yeah, it was basically a
Yeah.
way to keep them adventuring together until they get to the capital, and hopefully by that point they've created enough character reasons to stick together.
So we've done chapter 0. This is now chapter 1.
Yeah, I would call it that, yeah. It was kind of like everything...
Prelude.
Yeah, I would say, well, no, Tallfield was kind of chapter 1. Like, the Barrow was prelude, Tallfield was chapter 1, and now this is chapter 2. That's the way I see it.
Okay.
Crimson X29.
Oh my god, Mark, why did you shave your majestic beard? BFT bitch.
That's blood for the blood god every time. Thank you very much. The reason is because of Kim, and also I was just
It's
bored of
not
it.
big.
It was partly.
You just wanted an excuse.
It's true.
Draz X2, soon. Lots of Stroop waffles soon. Also, boo Kim, boo. You didn't read my awesome donation the other day, boo.
That's because you donated after the stream went, so
Oh.
donate faster. And I
Boom.
do have it, and I was going to read it out at the beginning of my next stream, which is what I do if I miss anything, because like you donated after the stream, I read it out. So it's
And also one from Olon Verve, but no message. Olon.
Olorenve, thank you.
Olorenve. Zero the Duke. Hopefully Kim's still here, or might have this sound random. But can we expect to see any Team King-esque gothy outfits for Juto?
Unlockables.
Yeah, unlockables.
Yeah, DLC.
DLC. LMAO. As for everyone, have any of you been doing any other D&D or related stuff? And if so, can we hear a bit about your characters? Yeah, me and
You
Shara have
too.
been.
They
Do you want to talk about yours?
Smith is running a campaign, a custom campaign that he's making it up, minute by minute.
Yeah. It's
I've-
very silly.
I've got a really dumb barbarian character called Donald Trunk, like scraping the barrel of intelligence.
Like, yeah, pretty dumb. And then I am playing... I equally have a low intelligence, but in a very different way. I am the dwarf bard, Broseph Brolinson.
How do you inspire people?
I am an ex-Stoneball quarterback championship finalist. And so he inspires people by, like, slapping their bums and be like, all right, let's do this. Woo, woo! Let's go, team, yeah! And
It's
like,
like-
he is such a
Yeah.
mega bro, and he loves to drink, chug beers, and be a bro. His alignment is chaotic bro, and yeah, he follows the bro code. And
And we've only done one session, and
It was
one
a lot of
session
fun.
already has a lot of stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harry, veteran Harry's character
Is
is
amazing.
one of the funniest characters I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's a gnome called Fat Tony he's basically like
He's a
the
wheeler
anthill
dealer.
mob. He's like a little gangster. He's like, hey, forget about it. Hey, let's do this. I hate you. I love you. I want to kiss your face. I want to slap you. He's like he speaks so quickly and it's so funny.
Yeah, it's
Really,
great.
really good laugh.
It's great. But
Bah.
you'll never see it, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Jason.
That says don't read out loud.
Please don't read out.
But thank you for your
Question why.
donation.
Thank you for your donation.
He's reading it.
I have so this week I have been so busy trying to get York Towers cleaned up and
Yeah.
ready. I have completely redone two or three rooms now. I've just been mega busy. I have not had a chance to properly look at the High Rollers emails. I will try and get around to them next week once everything calms down a bit more. Sorry about that.
Go.
Who's
It's you.
It's me.
Yeah, I think so. Just do it. Just go for me.
Where are we? Vijaki Vex. I've recently started a campaign, and one of my players didn't want to make a backstory, so her character started with no memory of her past and has to learn who she once was.
Yeah, it's a
Keep
great
up
idea.
the awesome stream. That's a really good idea.
Yeah,
actually.
it's-
That's cool.
For anybody who doesn't know what they want their backstory to be, I had a guy in a campaign I used to run in Cambridge had the same thing. He
Yeah.
wasn't very creative, like in terms of RP stuff. So he said, "I just want to have amnesia, and then we'll figure it out as we go." Ended up being a great character, loads of great stories.
You used to be a mermaid.
Yeah. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Amber Flux Buddies Bending donated but didn't leave a comment.
What?
Christopher Clive.
Christopher Clive, hey guys, love the stream. Matt and Mark are my absolute faves. Thank you.
It's in
Oh,
the
you
end.
can't reach.
I can!
There we go.
Branimir.
I wanted to join an IRL D&D group, but I'm worried about it being filled with nerdy white misogynists, you know the type, and it generally being unpleasant or exclusive as gaming often is.
That is a very understandable concern. all I can say is Wizards and a large part of the D&D community have really tried to cut that out, and I know that they do not support that type of behaviour. They want D&D to be very inclusive, and I know that there are a lot of good groups out there. There are a lot of really great people that would be very welcoming, but I do totally understand that concern. Hopefully it's something that we can all try and change, because this hobby is too good not to be enjoyed by everybody. But yeah, I just hope that try it out. If they're pricks, they're pricks. Don't go back. But
Exactly,
give it a go,
yeah.
because you don't want to miss out on something that could be great because
Yeah.
the fear of something might be there. But yeah,
The world. This username is really hard for a dyslexic person to read. So B3N020295.
Nailed it.
First time watching live! I'm trying to get into D&D, currently trying to organise to make characters with my friends. Quite nervous as it will be our first game ever! And on top of that, my first time being DM, bought all the guides, so it should go okay.
read through stuff, watch stuff, you'll be fine, don't worry about
If
it.
you're all new, it's perfect
Yeah.
because you all have to stop and learn something.
Yeah.
So
Don't worry about it.
no
when
one's going to
Chris
be.
was first learning to DM, he would just like a little bit each night have the Dungeon Master's Guide and would just read through a bit of it.
I overread, to be honest.
Yeah.
You end up like scrapping half of those rules anyway. And
Yeah, you
coming
just
up
need
with
to kind of
something
let it
Just
happen
looking
and
at the
see what
campaign.
happens.
like- You can only
Definitely-
take so much in anyway.
Yeah,
so-
definitely. I mean, do things like Matt Mercer's GM tips are really good, because he
Yeah.
doesn't talk about specific rules, just
How to handle
approach and stuff, which
yeah.
is really good.
Nightjar has donated again and says, have to head off now, sad face. So it'll be VOD for me, but wanted to send some love to Steve and Sam too. Look forward to catching up on the adventure tomorrow. Thank you, Steve.
Bless
It's been
you,
Steve
Steve.
tonight, solidly.
Yay, my favourite username, Bumblebee Tuna! Love how much effort Mark has put into his world and how much he cares for the NPCs he's created. I am captivated by this world all of you have created, from the story to the artwork to the music and the chemistry between the characters. Yeah, it'd be great if players didn't kill my NPCs.
Look, I got the brand now.
The brand.
Yeah.
Face my punishment.
The tool brand.
The tool brand.
Tool.
It's
a spanner.
Mirren95. Hi, thanks for filling the void that One Direction left in my heart when they went on their break. Your adventures make me feel alive again, so you really do deserve this donation. Big hugs to all of you. Would Juto and Trelly accept hugs?
Yes, but I'd be awkward about
It'd
it.
be like-
I'd be like hover hands, like.
Okay. Don't touch
I don't
me.
know.
Trell doesn't.
I don't know.
I don't think he's a hugger.
I don't think he's a hugger.
Nah.
Just like, he'd like let it happen.
Yeah,
It's
just
like-
be like
What is this
like a
human?
pillar box being hugged. Sunny Days, love from Oregon.
Oregon!
Read the next one as well.
Jedi Slayer, oh, sorry, you were Sith Lord. Hey guys and girls, loving the stream so far. I suddenly recalled the dagger cam sacrifice to bring Juto back. What was so special about it? Or is that something that will be revealed at a later time?
Something to be revealed, I guess.
No, Kath told
Kath
it
has
on the
revealed
stream.
a bit.
Did anybody talked
Yeah.
about that specific
It's
one?
the dagger that was made for me by Morella.
Yeah.
And I've had that since my 18th birthday, so it's very, very dear to me. And
Oh,
it's
God.
all particles and fragments inside Juto's body, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was.
Give
Yeah,
me
it
my
was-
dagger back.
That's the reason it was the personal one. It was quite heavily tied into your backstory as well, because it was also the one that you found. You went back in.
Yep, that's the bloodied
the
knife.
bloody knife. So there you go. I didn't realise. I hadn't realised Kath had talked about it.
Clayby285, the whole cam and beautiful Lady Trell has officially made this series the best. Still loving the interactions between the characters. Hashtag
Camel.
Camel.
New ship name.
Yeah, yeah.
Ding ding ding.
Baby 285, the whole.
No, that was the
Miren 95.
Oh, Moran
Wait,
again.
where are we going?
Moran's being amazing with donations
Thank you.
today.
Now that it's canon that Trell has the hots for Cam, in brackets, I was going to go all the way, Matt 2016, I have to donate more just for the sexual tension.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially
God.
since Trell was the one that came back for Cam to get him out of the cell as well. Like,
Oh.
Right.
Christopher Clive. Trell should have added his charisma bonus to his roll of 14 when he was disguised as a beautiful woman to trick Cam. He actually has the highest charisma of 18, but I swear he never uses it, except the way he says. Anyway, did you add that?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, see, this
Just
is
a straight roll.
this is the trouble when you don't know what you're doing.
You do know some
I'm
stuff.
guessing there.
You're
I'm guessing
slowly
there.
getting there, but that's how it works. And then also Lord Arctos also donated. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Scrabble Tank. Mike, with your new look, Nina is going to have to Photoshop a baby face onto your DM picture.
It will come back. Don't worry. I'm not going to keep it like this for too long.
How long does it take to grow back?
It doesn't take long. Like to get it to a short length, it'll take like a couple of weeks.
I wish I had that ability.
Uh,
It's taken 27 years.
Connor1009, hi guys, missed the first hour, so I'm going to watch the VOD, the VOD.
Yep.
Love this series, especially
Camulus.
Camulus Buckland. He's
Prior
the
to killing people there. So.
he's the kind of character I would play too. Hope High Rollers goes on forever.
Forever!
Small Jessamine. Sorry for missing today's stream, but it's my 20th birthday.
Happy
birthday! So I hope I can be forgiven. But since I got some money, I decided to share a bit to support my favorite D&D group. Oh my god! Also sending a big hug to Kim. You're my fave person, and I love you very much. Love you
Thank you
too,
very
and I
much.
hope you've had an amazing birthday. And
Yeah,
thank you for
absolutely.
sharing your birthday money with us. That's so generous.
Oh my god, copy to pasty!
Pasty, hundo!
Hundo! Over hundo! You guys continue to be awesome and entertaining every week. Loving Trell, Master of Disguise. So many people look forward to this every week, and you've inspired so much role playing. Hashtag Mark's beard.
No, it's amazing. Honestly, the fact that so many people have got into D&D because of this really makes me happy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
D&D Army.
It's community.
Great name, Bilbo Pony Cheeks. Hey guys, can't stick around for a stream or donate more after another day. Just asking a quick question. I am brewing a new chocolate Irish stout to drink while watching and wanted to dedicate to the series. Any ideas for a name? Thanks, fam. Love you.
Dimitri's
Name for
corpse?
It is black and flavorful.
Call it Dimitri.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Double D.
The double D. I like it.
One for death, one for Dimitri. What?
Keep hammering that joke in, mate. Keep hammering that joke in.
I've got to get over it somehow.
Who is it? You?
Rom Rapara. Oh man, I'm never awake to donate to High Rollers. I miss too much to watch live, but oh man, hot diggity and such. Much love, like a small excited chihuahua's amount of love.
No.
That's a lot of love.
Thank you very much.
Whole lot of love.
Meatball and Sausage. Hey guys, I've been building the Elven Barrow in Minecraft over the Meatball and Sausage YouTube channel. Once complete, I shall be building the Elemental Mountain as well.
Ooh.
We'll also be doing videos on our own custom D&D campaign
Awesome,
too.
man.
Cool.
Look forward to it. I've seen a little bit of the Elven Barrow, and that looked really good. It was really cool to see it built out.
Ninja Girl, thank you for your donation. Ninja
Wow,
Girl
it's
actually,
huge.
I believe,
Juto
is
cosplay.
doing the Juto
And it's
cosplay.
amazing.
Oh my god, I cannot
So
wait.
good.
She's even like put up pictures of it as it's being put together,
Yeah.
and even though it's not finished, it looks so good. I
Yeah.
cannot wait
It
to
looks
see the
amazing.
final
Plus,
thing.
she also does art, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
way too much talent in one person, and
I
that's not
know,
fair.
right?
It's pretty much just going to become a montage of just Ninja Girls
Ninja Girls
stuff.
Yeah,
art
yeah.
and cosplays.
Well, I think she's gonna come to Comic Con. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
Yeah,
no,
she's
she's
coming to
come to
Comic-Con.
MCM.
I'm
She was
gonna-
asking. So Ninja Girl was
Yeah.
the one trying to organise a High Rollers cosplay group. So if you're thinking
Oh.
of doing
Yeah.
a cosplay for High Rollers at MCM, get in touch with Ninja Girl on Tumblr.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna freak out when I see her as Juto.
I know.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
She's done
freak
some
the hell
epic
out.
Kim like
Yeah,
banner sounds
yeah.
as well.
I know, right?
And Captain Richards, she's done.
I
some
know
amazing.
Captain Richards.
So we need to make sure
Hot.
there's Alora's, Trells, Jutos,
Yeah.
and Cams in that cosplay group.
And Barris.
And Barris.
Oh.
Now that Barris has an official design.
If
And someone
Barris
that's just
if
cotton
Barris,
balls,
someone
so it's
cosplayed
Mark.
Barris, Mark
Yeah,
would feel
just
like,
like clouds, and then my face.
Yeah.
And they're just like, just like, hello.
oh god, please no.
Meatball and sausage, bringing it back to Earth. For our custom campaign, my brother-in-law, a rock gnome bard, and my sister, an elven druid, shall be adventuring in the world of Galthoria. Will they be triumphant and defeat the cult of ashes, or will they fail and the cult scorch the land once more?
Good name
Let
for
us
a background
know.
group.
Let us
Get this
know.
guy as a DM.
Blink.
Blink Kerrigan, I despair of you, Chris Trott. I really
Here
do.
we are.
Here
There we go.
This is it.
Do you want to read the next one as well? 'Cause that was a short
Oh
one.
yeah.
Aisha Wood Sky Spear. Wow, that escalated quickly. Don't mess with Cam, by the way. Love the stream. You guys are amazing. We still have
Thank
a
you.
fan. Good.
So, a nose picker, have to. Oh, big donation as well.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the highlight there, Steve, of circling the cursor around it. Have to work, so I can't watch live, but I just discovered the High Rollers and it is amazing. I decided to chip in and hope things will get going for some time. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for joining us and welcome.
That's a
to
very
the
nice
Rollers
stream.
community.
Welcome, one and all.
Uh,
Oh, God.
Draxskulder, and that's what happens when you let the chaotic neutral help.
No, let me point something out.
Hashtag Buckland effect.
I had to check this out. He's not chaotic neutral.
I'm chaotic good.
He's fucking chaotic good.
Still chaotic, though.
Yeah, it's
Spur of the moment. Carry on.
But yes,
Bad man.
He's
Bad
bad
man.
Scenic details. Trot! Why? How? You literally killed the man you have been trying to save for the last 3 sessions! Fucking hell! Avandra will most likely be very upset with you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she was.
Well
She
said.
is.
Pretty much our feelings in a message.
In one message.
Reedy Boy! Thank you guys so much for getting me into D&D, and I'm sorry I can't give you much more. We give you more, but I hope to give Dyslexic! But I hope to start giving more often. This is my favorite stream. I'm actually starting my own game, so thank you all very much. P.S. Kim is the best, and you always make me smile. Thank you very much.
Alias What's His Face. I always tell my friends and family that this is probably the best series right now, including those versus those on TV, Netflix, etc.
Wow, we beat Netflix, guys.
More than Game of Thrones?
House of Cards is really
House
good
of
right
Cards.
now.
Anyway, we'll take it. Thank you. You've all really inspired me. I'm writing and running my own campaign with friends soon. Good luck. Awesome. Another one.
Another one.
Oh.
DVD01 CD01.
Classic.
Who gave Nina a message when I
I
did
know.
the Q&A
Left
stream.
me a message.
Left Kim a message.
Won't leave Mark a message.
I
And that's
see.
not. We don't get a message, do we? Also,
We got
Sexism.
face once. We got a little face.
we did
like a
get
little-
face,
a
yeah, it's
little
true. Thank you very much,
emoticon.
DVD01 CD01. Really
Thank
appreciate all the
you.
regular
Love
donations.
you.
Sinistra. Hey guys, thanks again for the awesome stream. I'm glad the guy that made the dice logo for you a few months ago, as well as the audio recaps, more of those coming. By the way, scripts are in protest. Keep up the good work, guys. Love, Sinistra. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Emma Holmes, 27. Quick question from Mark and Trot. What do you think about the players reading the DM guide?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It doesn't have any information in there that they can really use. The only thing that I often find is that they go like, I want this specific magic item because it's going to make me do X and blah blah blah.
And you'll never receive
And
it.
they'll just never get it. Like, I don't... DM guide, I don't have monster manual. So the problem that me and Trot had, like, when I was playing in Trot's game, I cannot forget what I know about monsters. So he would put a monster in and I'd be like this, I'd be like, oh, I know what it is, but I don't want to say. And so it just makes it very frustrating for the player who does know what the monsters do to try and not metagame.
That's why it's up to the DM if you
yeah,
have an
yeah.
experienced person to change the stats a little bit or
Yeah.
change the personality of that monster.
Yeah.
Because you never know what the DM is going to do to that monster, so it
Modify
might
it.
not be exactly how it appears in the book. But
Yeah.
even then, it's fairly easy, I think, to pretend like, oh, my character wouldn't
Doesn't
have
know
known
that,
this.
TLDR, not a problem.
Scrabble Tank, loving the High Rollers world. I've enjoyed it so much, I've even made my own character. Also, sweet Jesus, never owe Cam money.
Didn't even get it back.
He didn't even owe it.
He
You just
didn't
wanted
owe
to
it.
take it.
It's true.
You all wanted it.
Okay.
I want you to kill him for it, though.
Rinswin,
Jesus.
5,000. Good name. This stream is so much fun. I absolutely love it. One of the highlights from my week and stops me dreading going back to work on Monday morning just for a little bit longer. Good health and happiness to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gothic Kitty 1313. Hey guys.
Is that your old username, Kim? Is that your old account?
Is that because I showed cosplayers on my stream and I actually showed a bit of my personality in my younger years and I actually showed people that we existed before YouTube?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said there.
Let's see mine. Jesus. Hey guys, thank you for another fab stream. I haven't laughed that much in a while. Thank you for showing my sister's fan art last week. Twilight Princess Juto and Alora Direwolf. It made
Oh, yeah.
us both extremely happy. Love you all.
That's a
Paul
cute one.
Dimitriev.
Sad face.
Great feature.
Shunticles, hungover after my hen do last night, but this has put me
Yay.
right up, so thank you all for that. Much love to you all and to Steve too, and congratulations obviously on upcoming...
Wedding. Wedding, ding, 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 ding.
On your purchase of a fine hen.
No.
Oh, I'm up for this. I'm up for this.
What? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do it?
No, read it.
98 a
for
Bailey.
fuck's sake.
Can Kim, Katie, Matt, Mark, Steve, and everyone in the chat please call Trot a twat for being an evil, immolating bastard who killed an unarmed man and endangered the innocent guards? P.S. Mark, how much gold did Trot commit for? Okay, so we all have to just.
So it's like when people go shame, shame, but we just go twat!
Yeah, should we do it on,
Okay,
should we do
yeah.
it on three?
On three?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Twat!
Good,
Steve did it.
joining
He
in there
did
as
it.
well. Good man.
Thanks, Steve.
In terms
Thanks,
of gold,
chat.
like, yeah,
Chat are
like-
doing it too.
yeah, there you go. Chat's everyone calling you a twat as well.
Thanks,
I
guys.
can't remember, like, it was like 100 gold or something.
100,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
100.
It was a hundo.
It was a hundo.
Leonard Euler, I have returned. You miss me.
Always
So
miss
much.
you,
Yes.
Leonard. Who will do our maths for us, if not for you?
I wouldn't trap you in a shop.
Kim?
Accidental legend. Not catching the stream today since I've been at a family reunion and I'm still on the way back with quite the hangover.
Ooh.
I may have accidentally spoiled some things for myself. Dimitriv, why? But I couldn't not drop
It's gonna
in
be
to
hard
donate.
to
Have
hide.
a good stream.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The Sid H. Hashtag Camsequences.
Nice, read the next one as well.
Han R46. As the community Firelord, I approve of the amount of fire, but I would like to recommend to Cam a more controlled use and maybe leave the fire to the professionals. Points to Juto/Kim.
Nice. Accidental Legend donated again. Also, I've been trying all week to find the D&D group you mentioned who do the drinking game. What was their name again? Now I really need to know. So that is Crit Juice. CRIT, juice as in apple juice. They're a podcast. They're not. They do a stream, but you can check out there if you just Google Crit Juice, you'll find the website. It's got everything on it. Really funny guys. Gub T Montgomery is one of my favourite characters ever.
Clayby285, Cam killing Dimitriv equals loss of faith. Consequences, Fuckland. I'd very much like to see Cam go through a trial to regain his faith through total wipeout style.
Nice,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh no, he's got to the boxing glove. I've had to lie.
Flying Taco Cats. Shit, I missed the first half of the stream. Wait, why is everything on fire? Holy shit balls, Cam. You done goofed, son.
You done goofed.
This is not gonna drop, is it?
No.
Kim?
Jeez.
Georgina3101. Oh my. Well, Cam is Fuckland.
Nice.
Boom.
Bam goes TNT. Hi, couldn't watch, but I'm shooting some messages your way. My face is okay from the infection last week, but my leg took up the cause. Yay, infections! I hope you guys have had a better week than me.
Oh, I hope
Cure
you get better soon,
wounds.
Bam. Yeah,
Cure
wounds.
wounds.
Cure wounds for Bam. Leonard Euler, the old woman. And then Bam goes TNT again. There is nothing worse than having to watch this without sound. So
What?
why? Well, I can watch the replay. Yes, you can.
Bam goes TNT again. This is from all those people watching that want to donate but can't.
Aw.
We are very much
Aw.
looking forward to the next time you gather for an adventure. We love High Rollers. See you next Sunday. That's very sweet.
Thank
It's
you.
7 o'clock yet as well. Oh, bloody hell, this is a lot of donations, guys. Thank
Faster.
you very
Right.
much.
2 times speed.
Come on.
Mixly. Hey guys, this stream has made me love D&D. However, because of my anxiety, the thought of playing terrifies me. So I'm going to write a short story with all rules and monsters and dice, but on my own. I would love for you guys to read when I'm done.
Oh,
Ah.
that's
Sounds
amazing.
like a great will.
Post
Yeah,
it,
that sounds
post it
awesome.
in,
Yeah, post it
to
on
us
Reddit,
or on the Reddit. Yeah.
Tumblr or wherever.
I am a bacon. Tasty. Cam's fire antics were amusing, but after that break, all the consequences and sad music was very emotional. Dang it, you dingus.
I know the music
Dingus.
was getting
Dingus.
me as well.
Steve was on point.
Steve was on
On
point.
point today.
Zero the Duke, oh yeah. Also, I played my first D&D game in ages last week after your stream, but we got really unlucky and ended up running into a ghast and our rogue nearly died. Hopefully we'll be a little bit safer in the
Yeah,
future.
definitely Gus and nasty.
Shall.
Flying Taco Cats again, thank you very much. I've been meaning to throw money at Granny Trail for weeks because holy fuck, she is hysterical. She's given me granny goals. I will devote my life to becoming just like her. The tattoo in shady places were already on my to-do
Oh,
list
that's
anyway.
tattoo. I regret ever asking. I was
That
like,
was
I'll
amazing.
tweet Matt and ask him what the tattoo
When you
says.
said it was being drawn, I was like, you can't draw that.
Nina did.
You managed.
Katie?
Brad. Roger him with the bottle.
I almost died when you
Georgia-
said that.
Georgia- yeah.
Roger it with a bottle.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Shalimar best quote.
I don't know why I didn't suggest that to.
You suggest.
I just said it to her.
No,
How
but
about you
then
Roger him?
Then he would have
with a
literally
bottle.
gone in and been like,
Go, Kim,
It'd have been Matt
go.
or chopping your cock
No,
off.
Matt's got to read
The
something.
Traveller, greetings all. Starting a new job tomorrow, so here's a donation to celebrate. Mark, have you heard of an RPG system called Dread? It's a horror-themed game that uses a Jenga tower to resolve actions.
oh my
Here is to
god.
everyone's adventures in D&D and
That sounds
beyond.
I
perfect.
have heard of that. I saw it on Tabletop. I've not looked into it that much, but it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Wolfie Kid of Doom. This week's stream has been my favourite so far. Such bands, such feels, such drama. Love it.
Not a single bit of combat as well.
Silence hands. You know, despite being a sad situation and delaying the plot, this has been a good chance for roleplay, as is often the case with Falls from
Yeah,
Grace.
definitely. Crimson X29. Personally, I'm glad Dimitriv bit the bullet, but damn, the music and Cam being branded, it did make me cry a bit. Blood for the Blood God, thank you very much.
Crazy Burger H. Hey Mark, have any tips for text-based D&D groups? We have some problems with organising the order of conversation.
I'm afraid not. The only experience I have with text-based RP is from playing things like MUDs, which actually registers it on server time, so it will put the messages in order. Really sorry, I've never done it. I can't advise you. I'm sure there will be somebody on subreddit. Try on the D&D subreddit, they might be able to give you some advice on there.
Quarrier Love, loving your GM style, Mark, and the rest of you, the RP is real. Dicebox is almost done. Other surprises are going to be sent with them. You've got the amazing scrolls. Thank you.
Georgina 3101. Every time you guys leave anywhere, you leave behind at least one body.
It's usually Trell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get up, Trell. For Christ's sakes.
And from Shilawa, good show.
Good show.
Good show. Leonard Euler again. E and pi are both transcendental numbers. That is numbers that are non-algebraic.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Leonard.
Don't say you never learned anything from watching the stream.
not sure what I just learned there.
Here we go.
The space intentionally left blank, just like Cam's list of divine favours.
Oh, damn!
That burn is just like Dimitri's body.
Correct, son.
Yeah. Brosif Stachin. Hey guys, just a small donation again as thanks for the entertainment. Can't believe that Dimitri have opted to burn
Exactly.
to death.
Opted.
Seriously saddened that Cam's plan backfired so badly. Loving the story nonetheless.
So the way that I did that, by the way, is I had him make a will save to see, like, you know, because initially you were just setting fire to it and it was just burning, and you'd be like, no, fuck you, kind of thing. Rolled natural 20 on that. And then on the constitution saves for the smoke, like 2, and like he just passed out straight away. So he didn't have a chance to realise how bad it was getting to then get out.
Hitoshi94, thank you for providing such an enjoyable stream every week that I look forward to. Mark Thurs?
Oh yeah, Thursday stream.
Oh, Mark Thursday stream. You mentioned a Pokemon TTG using the TCG.
The card game.
There's actually already a Pokemon TCG.
Tabletop game.
Well, put together and cool, known as PTU.
I have had
so many acronyms.
So many. I've had loads of people recommend me stuff for. I'm looking into all of them. Talking to Kim, we are thinking of doing like a one-shot to go out on the channel. It will either be using one of these systems recommended, or if it's too complicated, I might use the Fate system and just make my own rules. But thank you everybody who's suggesting stuff. It is really helpful. It just gives you good ideas.
Cool.
And I can't
Cool.
wait
Cool.
for Pokemons.
Yep.
Hooviarch. First stream I have been able to stay out for, and I'm so behind on the story that I can't really watch it. I'm really enjoying this quest and all your characters. I never thought I'd enjoy D&D, but you guys got me hooked. Your DM is awesome, Mark.
thank
Much
you.
love.
You'd be surprised how many people say that.
Yeah.
Including Katie.
Yeah.
But then she's got into Critical Role.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to Critical Role. I started
Doesn't
like
take
Chris was watching it and I was just like, so whatever. And then one day I started like actually paying attention to it and I was like, I am so invested in
Because
this
it's just
now.
good storytelling.
It's
Just
really
gotta,
good.
Move past that stigma. Dracoon. Hello guys, would like to say I've watched every episode from now and I'm in Australia, so it's been quite a pain in the ass to get to watch live. Kim, I never have been able to express how amazing you are. Keep doing what you do. Shout out to my D&D crew.
Shout out.
you, Jackoon.
Jackoon. Bam goes TNT again, thank you very much. Well, I guess one more donation and can't hurt too much. Watching your faces move and not hear anything is grueling. Have some money so I can feel better. Thanks for streaming. Wish me luck in conquering this infected leg. I blame Trell. We all blame Trell. Good luck.
I blame
Luck,
Trell.
man. Don't let Cam set fire to it.
Yeah. Georgina 3101, I
Again,
love the
thank you.
fact that you are all so cheap with your gold whilst you have all of that platinum.
I laugh at that so much. Like, ooh, 10 gold. Ooh, only got 2,000
You've
gold.
got to try. You got to
Yeah,
try.
gotta be thrifty.
I've been watching too much
Go for
Vex.
Nail it.
Who's it?
Katie.
What? No, I just read one.
Oh, okay.
Should've done.
Wolfie Kid of Doom again. My last donation, just want to say I've always wanted to be a fantasy author, but 2015 crushed me and I was ready to give up. Mark's world building is so inspirational. Thank you, seriously.
Aww.
Just keep writing, man.
Keep writing.
writing.
Coobs. Cobbs.
Cobbs.
Steve.
Dad.
Steve.
First of all, you are all awesome. Mark, you have to watch the PAX Celebrity D&D games with Chris Perkins.
Acquisitions Inc.
The group that does it is called Acquisitions Incorporated. It's how I got started in D&D.
Coobs, please. As if
I
I've
knew
not
he was gonna pull
watched
this name.
all of Acquisitions Incorporated. As if I don't know the first season of the podcast off by heart. Jim Dark Magic is my hero. 11 damage, 11 damage.
Might be watching it live in Boston.
I hate you! I hate you! And you know Chris Perkins now! He's probably going to
We
have
had
you
a
come up
chat
on
on
stage or
Skype,
something!
and he was like, "Hey Chris," and I'm like, "Hey, Chris."
So mad!
He's
Read the next donation.
Strotsko.
Ace of Thorns in tenths. Congrats to all for some stunning moments. Mark, your DM powers are undiminished by entering babby face mode.
Babyface mode and having a fucking man flu. Blaine Kerrigan, loving the scene setting and exposition. Such a wonderful, rich campaign world. Thank you very much.
Georgina 3101 again. Juto must be protected and kept safe. Ah!
Oh
So
yeah,
small.
dangerous.
Toothless Giraffe, shout out to Mark for acting out so many fantastic NPC characters. Yeah.
Congrats.
Angelus Lucis. During a tough week I had with my study, you guys were the thing I looked really forward to. Thanks for another great episode. Very curious and excited to see what will happen next week and how this will play out. So thank you very much, Angelus.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Eberfey, not being able to watch live, so I look forward to see how Trell almost dies this time. I don't!
You did! Oh my god!
Yeah, 'cause there was no
face.
there was no combat.
You've broken the
Two
curse.
times.
J.K. Quinn, love you guys so much. Don't you ever stop doing this. Can't wait to find out how this will go. Me either, friend.
Oh my god, there's loads after this.
Really right.
Tunarth, amazing session this week. Great character work from everyone. Hooray for consequences, Cam.
I think I faced them. I'm still facing them.
Yeah.
Jashay512, Cam, I both lost and gained respect for you in this episode. Trot, I 100% gained respect for you because that RP was amazing. Great episode like always, guys. Keep up the good work. Hugs and kisses.
Thank you.
Blaine Kerrigan, what a roller coaster. Players making up their own plot. Who would have thunk it?
Indeed. Bloom CB? Hi, I love the stream so much. Me and my friends have already started our own game, and they've started a hashtag save Vixanis
Oh,
squad
yeah,
against
I saw
Mark.
that.
I saw that.
We are planning on digging up Vixanis and resurrecting her. They all say hi, have fun.
She's gonna be
Amazing,
so
yeah, look
goopy.
forward to it. I'm glad that this inspired folks.
That's cool.
Evie Girl 01, thank you guys for another wonderful stream. Love you all. Thank you for so much inspiration. I hope I have as much fun playing once I find a group as all you do. My new character, Kaylin, has many adventures ahead of her. Also, Katie, I love your scarf.
Hufflepuff for life.
Go.
Infel. Oh my god. Etalune?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, that is my D&D character's name. Cam needs to just light everything on fire at this point.
No, he really doesn't.
One
No.
Katie, do
supporter.
you want to read this one?
Rooney Violet, thanks for the amazing stream and gosh damn Trot, the light forsakens you for now. Anyway, keeping me going throughout final month of university. Finally told whole outside family about transgender, so feeling relieved. Thank you for always being there.
Congrats.
Oh, well done.
Congrats, yeah.
Well done.
Freelancer Coltown. Yeah. Hey guys, this is my first donation. Thank you. Anyways, I'm intending to turn your campaign into a book if you allow it, though I'll have to get your help if you allow such a thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can contact us on the thing. I can't always promise to respond and give loads of detail because a lot of this stuff just isn't made up yet. I'm still in the process of writing this campaign world. And the only other thing I say is, like, I'm more than happy for people to do whatever they want in this campaign, as long as you don't sell it for money or do anything
It's not a
like
commercial
that.
product
As long
to
as it's not
sell.
commercial, if you want to write your own campaigns, that's fine.
It's for
There's
you.
a
It's
lot of information on the wiki page, isn't there, for sessions?
Yeah, for
if you
sessions
want to
there
look
is,
up
yeah. It's just,
information.
yeah, in terms of, like, the
And
wider
Cat's recap
world,
stream.
a lot of it's just not been done yet, so...
Chariot Sunburst.
Oh, good name.
Hey, dude. Is anyone at the Yogs into metal? I ask this because band Trendkill is releasing an EP soon, and if anyone's interested, I could send a physical copy of it. Cheers to the streams. Sure.
Okay.
I listen to metal.
Probably.
Yeah,
Steve
yeah.
does as well.
That's Steve.
Maybe.
Send it
I
in.
did in my goth years, and
Yeah.
I still do now.
I dabble in it all the time, yeah.
Dabbler.
The only music I listen to now is K-pop and soundtracks. So
Yeah, I
Cool,
only
Mark,
listen to
cool.
soundtracks. So.
Yeah, me
we're
too.
we're fun, Matt.
Yeah.
We're really fun.
Soundtracks are great.
Kim.
J. Duke abides. A valuable lesson today, kids. Don't play
Don't
with
play with
fire. This is the thing. Juto has fire resistance, so I was like, can we get back there? Because I'd really like to, like, you know,
Fine.
drag him out.
Victoria Attis, great stream as always, guys. After the fire really started, I got an image of Cam as Gob from Arrested Development saying, "I've made a huge mistake." Take care, everyone. Lots of love. Cheers from Texas. Texas.
Job, not God.
Job. I can't read. My eyes are broken.
Oh, man.
Draz X2, my donation was on time, Kim. I see your reality and ignore it.
Fight me. Fight me.
So what does bad luck mean, Mark? Are twos now considered ones as well?
You have to find out. I actually have an idea of a mechanic in my mind that I'm going to punish him with.
You don't get anything above a 1.
Blaine Kerrigan, can you give the Northwest Gaming Centre a shout out for anyone looking for a role-playing group in or near Stockport?
There you go. That's the Northwest Gaming Centre near Stockport. Look for your local D&D game.
Sly Jacob, a shout out to Rooney. Cat
Rooney.
face, smiley face.
Jedi Slayer again. Thanks for clearing up around the dagger. Haven't had the time to watch Cass reroll yet. Epic quest to resurrect Dimitri.
It's up to these guys, but I doubt it.
Nah.
Tufty Mutt, love you. Watching you guys made me take the plunge and DM for the first time. We had a higher pitched screeching barbarian halfling. DMing was a great help for my self-confidence and social anxiety, which is a bummer to get. Most of all so with your own friends. Yeah, man. It's helped me out immensely, in terms of social confidence and stuff. And hopefully it will do for all of you guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. We gotta get through this. It's so late.
But what's that? Bob San. In defense of Cam was put in a no-win situation. If he had left Dimitriev, he would have been hunted down by the Broken Sky, and he did save one man's life and risked his own to save Dimitriev. Dimitriev was killed more by his paranoia than by Cam.
Oh, Bob San, that's very generous.
That's really different.
Very
Did kind
generous.
of push him to this paranoid point.
It's true, but it's still very generous to Cam. I think we know that there was still some extremes taken.
Like setting the place on fire!
Watashi wa Bob-san Bakadesu.
Keep going.
Logic's 1983.
No, I said I am Bob-san idiot. That's
Yeah.
technically what I said.
But I know what you're trying to do.
Let the man speak.
Logic's
Sorry.
1983. The stream that started me and my friends playing D&D, our DM took us on a homebrew on our last session as one of us was missing. Excellent session, and Trot, why oh why set fire to the shop?
Why?
It'll be a
Tufty
question.
Mutt! Oh, and a big love to Kim for talking about mental health on our channel a wee while ago. Just as you said, it's both so normal but so important to treat it seriously and get help. Love. Big love to you, Tufty
I need
Mutt.
to listen to that.
Georgina3101 again. This is for Steve for being fantastic today and for putting up with all of us in chat today. Love.
Sonic Details. Well, have fun replaying that debt, Trot, you fucking twat. Fuck. Also,
God.
be careful on the streets, please, because you will be kidnapped for sure. Anyway, it's been a good stream this week. See you next week.
Okay, thanks for that,
My
Mark.
eyes are genuinely starting to go. I can barely see it. Last two.
Sammy T291, Matt, heyo, I gave Lewis a letter for yourself whilst I was at I-57. You are all fantastic to watch and keep me entertained for hours. Thank you so much, and those chat mods and tech guys. Yes, thank you,
you
chat
all.
mods
That
and
was
tech
the
guys.
letter.
That was the letter.
I love
got a
how
letter?
it went to Lewis.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Flame Burn Sab. Reading ahead.
don't read it
Okay.
out.
But thank you for the donation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so to answer that question, just I saw it there was a question there. Try things like Roll20, but you don't have to use voice comms. You can, if everyone's on voice comms, you can just type what your character does, and maybe it'll help ease you into it. One of the things I advise people is, you don't have to speak in a voice, you don't have to speak in an accent. You can just go, my character says this, my character does that, my character goes here, and that's fine. That's totally cool. And then maybe you'll get comfortable to do voices and RP a bit more.
I think it
and
helps
everything
anxiety in general to kind of
So just-
adopt a personality that's not your own, so you don't
Yeah.
feel like it's putting yourself on the line.
Okay.
You're putting a personality on the line, and you don't have to put the accent with it, as you say. It can be your voice, but just
adopt
be
your
a confident other person
Yeah, there you go.
and fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. Well, thank you very much for all those donations, guys. Really appreciate it. Sorry if I sound very unenthusiastic. It's just
He's
me
dead
feeling
now.
really
It's
ill.
a long week.
Yeah, it's just a long week, very ill and sad and everything else. But it's been a great stream. I really enjoyed today's game.
It's been awesome.
Fun. And don't forget to check out Trot on Dice Camera Action on Tuesday,
12 a.m.
12 a.m., 4 p.m. PST.
Yeah, it's
4 p.m. PST.
It's Tuesday midnight, which is technically Wednesday
Tuesday
a.m.
midnight,
But yeah,
You get it. You get it. We'll tweet the stuff. And
check
yeah,
We'll tweet.
yeah, and that's it. I think we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.